actually. More Mr. Rogers than I ever would have intended. I'm not ready. I'll be right there. Sorry. Good Lord. Why start it at a time if you're not going to be ready at the time? I understand. Okay. Whew. Okay. Thanks for your patience. Holy moly. Did we do it? Are we back? I think we're here. Let's lose the scoreboard. Unless anyone's keeping track. Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. I'm sorry for that very slow open. It's in the other room. It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been a month. What a week I'm having. It's been a month. I guess you could say it's probably been about a dozen years if we're going to expand out that far. Good evening. Welcome back to everybody at home. Tonight is Tuesday, July 9th? I think so. 10th. It's the 10th. July 10th. Welcome back. My name is Jay Ryan. This is, it's another Not a Show. This is just one of these Friday night hangs. We've been hanging out with our friends from Astoria. And, we have one of those 40th anniversaries up there, the Short Circuit and all the Goonies crew. We were all back together a month ago, and nobody wanted to stop hanging out. So we've been doing these live streams on Fridays, and there's not an agenda. There's not a blue card. This is an old blue card. Tonight I do have a couple things I want to talk about, and we'll see who joins this evening. Oregonian Dave, who is usually co-hosting with me, will most likely not be here. He is, just run down under the weather. It's been a slog for everybody. And so he's taking a breather. But I think Kyle Watts is going to join us a little bit later to tell us about his LA adventures. We did not end up meeting up this week, which was a bummer. I was actually looking forward to it. And then I was the holdup. I thought I'd have a light week. And the few light things turned into big things, and then those turned into other things, and it was one of those weeks where everything just kind of gets away from you. I don't think anybody who is watching this show wouldn't understand. If you are aware of me and this and what we do, you probably already understand. It's a very interesting group of weirdos we have here. Everybody seems to either be going through something or have been through something, and then, built character because of it. And thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out and telling your stories with us, because I feel like I tell mine all the time. I feel like I tell the Nicole of it all the time. And so I'm specifically not going to tonight, except for a couple places where it will be appropriate to bring up. But it shouldn't be too bad. I've also changed a couple things in the studio. So if you see me being looking a little confused, I'm sort of remembering what I did between this show and last show. All in the name of improvement. It's just adjustment. I also hear a buzzing, and I don't know if you can hear the buzzing. Do you hear the buzzing at home? Tracy Bishop Yerman says, hi, everyone. Hello, Tracy. Stephanie, Jay, Stephanie. Need input. Hi, Jay. Hi, class. Hi, Jason. Jason, you posted something the other day that we, I saw it, but we just couldn't really get into the gravity of it. But it really plays into what I was just talking about a second ago, about kind of everybody who's hanging out here has gone through some shit and built some character from it. Was it your dad? Remind me. But I know that you have gone through, quite a loss this year too. Just after we first met. So the fact that you are going to Astoria and doing the things, and that I saw you hanging out with people and you were smiling and you were having a good time, that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's the character. That's where you didn't let your thing take you down. And I think that's what we all have in common. We've all had that thing that tried to take us down, and it didn't. Maybe multiple things. Maybe, can't speak for everybody else, but without bringing up name, I think in my situation, I didn't think that I could, overcome it. I thought it would take me down. maybe people relate to that. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, it's a good times hang. It's a good, but feel free to share if you've got heavy shit. That's kind of, hey, Johnny Nast is here. Hello, Johnny Nast. And you can join tonight too if you want. All I got to do is send you a link. That's kind of it. So if you have like a story or, any kind of anything that you feel like sharing, I feel like that's what this group is for. It's sort of a little virtual group therapy, for lack of a better term, with a bunch of people who are not accredited and not licensed and shouldn't be giving advice in this regard. No buzzing. Awesome. Thank you. So it's only here in that one monitor that I moved over there so I could hear it better. Now I hear it fine. Too much. Our friend, hello. Hi, Brooke. So, Brooke, I don't know, because of your pictures and your van and the name of your van, Haystack, because of all of that, I assumed you were local or local-ish. And then it seems like you're not local at all. Where are you from? Somewhere else entirely? Jason Music, yeah, I lost my dad a year ago, right after I got back from Astoria. And I'm here tonight ever having to put my dog down. Are you kidding me? We'll get to that in just a second, but can we all just take a deep breath here in the name of Jason and his dog? Like, what did I just tell you about him? And then he added that. Okay. It's been a hell of a week. Hell of a week. After having to put okay. And I'm here tonight after having to put my dog down this morning. I needed to see some friendly faces. Yeah. You took the wind out of me on that one, buddy. I was not expecting that. I thought I'd throw to something a little, hopefully less raw. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, for real. Stephanie says, oh, Jason, I'm so sorry. Tracy. Yeah, everyone's chiming in. Jason, I'm so sorry about your dog. So this is kind of what I mean about this little community. Utah. I almost said Idaho. I was going to guess Idaho. Well, Utah is a beautiful state. I've only driven through. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but it is awfully pretty. And then you know it from a lot of movies too, obviously. I can think of Back to the Future 3 for one. Was that on the Utah side, or was that... It might have been Nevada, I guess, maybe the Monument Valley side. I don't know. But it's that same kind of beautiful topography. Gorgeous. And then some of those arches and the waterfalls, like when you're... I don't even know. Beautiful. Beautiful state. Plus, you got that, what do you call it, where they used to have the Robert Redford's Film Festival, Sundance. That was always a big deal. Hello, Kim Ellison. I didn't forget to tag you. I tried to post that thing today 5 or 6 different times, and it kept not posting, and I didn't know why. All of a sudden, they did limit the tags, and I didn't know what it was, so I had to keep... And it's 20 apparently now. The other day, it was like 50-something, because I tagged like 53 people in it. Ridiculous. Too many. Gary Hagenbotham, hey Jay, hope all is well. So lucky going to go see the hoverboards. Oh, we're going to talk about that tonight, Gary. Yeah, that was fun. I always, they don't come in as often anymore, but I love getting those calls to come and look at something and to use my expertise to kind of like, authenticate, I guess. And it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to go scratch that part of my brain again where you get to go like, screen match and, look at details and imperfections and stuff. Throw the 4K release up on the gigantic screen and go stand there and zoom in with your phone. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, and shout out to the folks over at Heritage, and we'll talk more about that because I was there again last night for their big mixer thing, and Phil and I shot a thing for... Whoops-a-daisy. I don't think we've talked about that yet. But we were shooting something over there for a future project. And Justin Scard was there last night. And it was fun. And. I keep saying we're going to talk about it, but I guess I am now. Teaser. We met Jerry Zucker of Airplane, of the Zucker brothers. And talked to him a great deal. And that was really fun. And there will be a place to see that at some point. We're just not talking about that yet. Yeah, epic it was. Yeah, it was. And also, another thing about, oh, sorry to hear about that, Jason, says Johnny Nass. Another thing about the hoverboards, too, is I don't think there has been an auction where they had all of the whole set of hoverboards before. I know they have done that where there is, but some of them are replicas just to sort of fill in the blanks. This one, they're all authentic, including the two scooter hoverboards in the beginning for the gag of, oh, we think they're scooters. Let me borrow your hoverboard. Those are there. And to my knowledge, there were only ever two sets of those handlebars. So that's pretty cool that they're both in this auction. And then the other rare one is the big surfboard hoverboard that you only see for a glimpse in the beginning when Marty first walks out of the alley into the future, 2015. 11 years of our past. That was there. Super cool. And then some of the other stuff in the auction really blew me away. Things I don't really even care about, but I recognize their significance. The hand and still holding the lightsaber, Luke Skywalker's hand and his stub. It's the mechanical apparatus that they actually use. There was only one made, and it's sort of like a little quick release thing like stunt guys use, with a fake stump around it that, that, what's his name, Mark Hamill was holding, kind of like this. And then he would squeeze the little thing, and then it would, because the lightsaber doesn't have a sword on it, it's just they added that after. So when he would, he pushed the little button, and it ejected it off. And even I thought that was cool, not being a Star Wars guy. Wicked Witch's hat, Grail tablet from Last Crusade, Willy Wonka chocolate bar, golden ticket, actual hat, Willy Wonka's hat, the Big Lebowski's rug, the dude's rug, the rug that really tied the room together. Amazing stuff, super, super cool stuff. Love you, Jason. What's up, Dustin? Dustin, when are you going to come back and host, or can you jump in tonight? Can I send you a link? Wouldn't that be cool? We could reverse the tables here. Miss you, Jay. Hope you are good, brother. If you're still here, answer that question. Miss you guys. Mari / Murph, where are you? Why aren't you here? You guys click on the link. You should have it in your DM, IM, whatever, from the other last time. Sorry to drop that on you. She was one of those once-in-a-lifetime dogs, says Jason Music. Had her for 11 years. We rescued her when she was 8. Oh, when she was a stray and pregnant with 8 pups. Oh my gosh. Best damn dog ever. Holy cow. Holy cow. Gosh darn it. Oh, look at this. Dave Knight is here. He's just hanging in the sidelines. I love that you're here, Dave. We love you. Feel better. Rest up. We all know how you feel. So, don't have FOMO. Don't give it a second thought. We appreciate you being here in the chat. Hanging out. Stephanie says, that Willy Wonka hat was amazing to see. I know. I agree. I totally agree. I can't describe it. It was cooler in person. And Phil Morris, who played Jackie Childs on Seinfeld, came with me last night. And he was at the premiere of that movie in 1971 or whenever it came out. He went to the premiere because his famous family and the dad was invited and whatever. Kids movie. So cool. I actually bid on the surfboard a number of years ago. I remember it from a couple years ago, too. Outbid by a person who outbid me, was outbid, and the person who outbid me contacted me to ask if I still wanted to buy it. Guess he had buyer's remorse. I passed, since he basically just bid me up. Now I wish I had accepted. It was less than the starting price is now. Yeah, I know. I do remember the last time that was public. It was a few years ago now, quite a few, but I do remember that. I didn't know your story, obviously, but given how all of these things have gone, I mean, you remember when a Mattel hoverboard was like a $1,500 thing, and then one day it was a $25,000 thing? Okay, now the opening bid is $100,000, and I think the last time one of these sold, it went for $200,000 or $300,000 of these Mattel hoverboards. So it's freaking astronomical, and I don't need to tell you about movie cars. It's the same thing. Back in the day when we sold our DeLorean to the guy in England, our time machine. We got a really, really good price for it at the time. I mean, if you factor it all in, did it pay for itself? Oh, no, not even a little bit. But at the time, if you just think about like what a DeLorean was selling for, like a really freaking perfect one was $30,000. I can't remember back in the day. I think we sold ours for 75 or something like that, minus expenses and whatever. And it's a joke to me now because like a regular stock DeLorean is 60-ish, maybe more. And then to convert it is a lot. I call it 100. But then it's worth 200 to 300 if it's a good one. Oh, crazy pants. Don't get me started on Eleanor. Hi, Dave. Stephanie, Pete. Is it O'Shafe? I always want to say O'Shafe. O'Chef? O'Chef? O'Shafe. It's a good name, Steph. Tracy says, hi, Lisa. I love that you guys are all in the chat. I'm sorry that I see them we don't need to pull them up, but I just do them in order because I can't tell what they all say. Roger Dodge, evening all. Roger, if you want to join too, if anybody wants to join, just say so, and then I'll send you a link on Facebook through my phone. You have a Mattel one, right? Show and tell. Yeah, well, sort of. I think, that's how rumors get started. Yeah. It's the same thing. I used to say that all the time when they weren't worth anything. Now that they're worth something, I don't have anything. Don't worry about it. I don't have shit. Because I didn't buy it. I didn't buy any of the cool collectibles I have. Jay didn't buy those. Jay didn't expend money. Jay didn't save up. And they all came to me. They were either gifts or somebody knew I was into it. So I guess that would be a gift too. But somebody, whatever, word of mouth. Somebody worked on something. In the case of, that particular item, it was a Bob Gale thing. So, it was a thank you. So, it's never going anywhere. It'll never go to Heritage or Profiles in History or whatever the cool auction house is at the time. So no, I don't have any of that stuff. Thank God. I don't have David Letterman's desk either. Whoops-a-daisy. Roger Dodge, what's up, Roger? And Johnny, you do a show, or you do shows. I know you do shows, but you do this sort of thing with Goonies Astoria stuff, or no? And I don't mean to leave out Short Circuit stuff every time, by the way. I don't, our friend Rich is sometimes sensitive because he's put a tremendous amount of effort into the Short Circuit of it all in Astoria. So I don't mean to leave that out. I also don't want to step on toes, though, because it's very clear that Zay and Tobias are team Short Circuit, and they're doing their own thing, and they very clearly want to do their own thing and not have the help of others. So I don't want to tread on their toes either. That's a very conscious, because we're all doing live streams, we're all doing this stuff, but some people don't care, and some people get offended, and the people who don't care don't want to offend the people who get offended. Back to you, Johnny. Are you doing one of these too? It's like honesty night, truth serum night. Oh, Sheaf. I never would have guessed that. Oh, Sheaf. Thanks. Or are you making fun of me? LOL. Damn it. See, Murph. See, it's not just me. Murph said that's how she was reading it. Yeah, Gary, Bob Gale and Bob Zemeckis. We all go back a long time, Sean Bishop and I, and it all comes back to our mutual friend Simon Wells. Sean and I met the Bobs through Simon Wells, so all the credit goes to him. Simon Wells worked on the Back to the Future 2 and 3 in a lot of capacities, but he's also the great-grandson of H.G. Wells, writer of The Time Machine. And he directed the movie, too, in the 2000s. Simon did. So he's like Hollywood legacy, heritage. He's got that, whatever that's, pedigree, whatever. And worked on the movies. So he's pretty tight with the Bobs. Is the stuff behind you your favorite? No, not even a little bit. It was what looked good as a mosaic. Yeah, no, not really. That's just a hodgepodge of stuff. That Speak and Spell I got for Nicole years ago because she loved it. It was a personal thing. Here, let me close that Sorry, Murph. Let me get your window off there. Yeah, the books are in rainbow order because that's my brain, and as Emily pointed out. And then a lot of these books are people who have been on the show and they've signed the copy, so it's just here on the shelf someplace. And then other ones were, like, just looking at this one because of the thing. They call me Baba Booey. So Nicole knew that I was a Howard Stern fan when we first met, growing up in that area. You liked, even if it wasn't the sex of it all, it was just the broadcasting and the history. And so when Gary, and I always told Nicole, I go, Howard's fine and everything, but I love Gary. I love Gary. I don't know why, the producer. And so when he came out with a book, she called him and had him send a copy to me because that was my wife. She could do that. She knew him personally. They were close. 2J, thanks for being a longtime fan. Baba Booey, Gary. And it arrived in our house one day. She didn't even tell me about it. I just opened it up and I was like, what the fuck? Do you know about this? And she goes, yeah, I did that. You're welcome. Some of the other stuff is... I knew I shouldn't have touched those. Yeah, I don't know. The Goonie stuff. Yeah, that's my favorite, you guys. I got that stuff while I was hanging out with you, 2 years ago. And there's the headpiece to the Staff of Ra is up there. Adam the Woo, Johnny Carson's mug. Whatever. I don't know if they're favorites, but it is kind of dark, so maybe you can't always see them. There's a Freddie glove, Jason mask. Those aren't... Well, actually, the glove has been used in some stuff, and it's signed by, like, everybody, like promo or something. But my friend made it, so it wasn't, like, made on production. But the hockey mask is a mold of a screen-used one by Crash Cunningham. He's, like, the best guy. And then the, I guess, you know what? Some of the stuff is kind of real-ish, I guess, because, like, the Mr. Fusion used to be on the A-car, the actual Universal A-car that we had restored. That's at the Peterson now. It's funny, I don't look at it much. Another Freddie glove over there. The helicopter on top was a gift from Brandon, BC DeLorean, that he gave me this year in Astoria. Way up there. Yeah, a lot of the books were from Porsche people. It's really, remember this was like a Porsche car podcast for a long time when my wife was alive. And so really behind all the movie props, we threw the movie props up here when Brandon and I started Blockbuster Year to sort of mask some of the Porsche stuff. And then I just left it. I left it. I like it. So yeah, maybe. I guess you're right. Long way to answer your question, Murph. I guess I had to work my way through it. Rich needs Skywalker's hand in his toy room. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to go for, right? In my mind, it's millions. Am I crazy about that? In my mind, people love Star Wars. I'm not crazy about that. They had other stuff. They had like a handwritten lyrics by John Lennon for one of his songs, and it was pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Some unobtainium stuff. Captain Kirk's original Star Trek shirt, the gold one, and like tasers. Fucking crazy. And the jukebox from Ghost. And it was funny because it's actually owned by Jerry Zucker of the Zucker brothers. So we were talking to him about it. Crazy. Johnny Nass, lassies, les bons temps roulés. Mm-hmm. Anybody speak French? I acknowledge that it's probably French. Although maybe not. I don't know anything. Once in a while, yes, my shows vary per week. I like to do like an open mic type thing. Oh, that's kind of this. I can jump in, explain it to you if... Thanks, Aunt Barb, for the glasses. If you want. Sorry, that's hilarious. I guess I didn't need the glasses. Good evening, sir. Skip Ploss, producer Skip. I have been thinking about you a lot. I'm wondering how you're filling your time these days, and I can't wait to see you. And I was thinking Orm's Diner, but I also kind of want to go to the Village Luncheonette. And I was thinking that we're going to have to get together for at least 2 breakfasts when I come around the world next, and the next grand tour, which is not planned yet, but I am starting to think about it. We started talking about some stuff the other day. I love you, man. For anybody who doesn't know, I used to do children's theater with this guy, And he's not that much older than me. I kind of came back. I was a little bit older. Whatever. Makes it sound like he's 1,000 years old because I'm pretty old. But yeah, I guess after I graduated high school, I came back and started like doing sets and, pit orchestra and stuff for Skip. I just loved working with him. He's got such a good energy. Great director. And you'd have to be to work with kids. But he's just one of the best dispositions in the world. And he was educator years and years and years at the Wilton school system where I grew up. Although he joined that long after I was out of it. Hello from Costa Rica. There we go. It wasn't French at all. Speaking of time machines, how are you connected to Rob Corddry? Very closely. For a long, long time. Nicole used to represent him, so there was a professional relationship. She represented his production company and the production company that did his shows, Abominable Pictures, whatever it was called. I can't remember. But it's funny because I just ran into him, the executive producer from that, John Stern, at the same taping. Nicole repped him, and we were friends. We were personal friends. They always had a great relationship where they would hang out even when they weren't working together. And then when Nicole coupled up with me, Rob and I hit it off as friends. I think our first thing where we met happened to be Comic-Con San Diego. We were doing, might have been Hot Tub Time Machine, actually. It might not have been Children's Hospital. That might have been the next year. It was probably Hot Tub Time Machine 2010. And he was just awesome. And like the first night we met, we're both in rooms at the same hotel down in San Diego. And we went down to their room. He was there with his wife, Sandy. Shout out to Sandy. And the girls, they weren't quite ready, whatever. Doesn't really matter. But he was like, you want to go downstairs and get a drink? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so Rob and I just paired off. And it was almost like one of those trial, it was like a speed dating thing. Like, all right, let's see if we jive as friends, like as buddies. And we did. And so we became friends. And then we would do stuff together all the time. Whether it was just a party at their house or a long weekend vacation with. I showed this picture recently on the show. It's a visual name drop, but this was Rob Corddry's 40th birthday party in Sonoma, where we all went for like a 4-day weekend or something. I feel like a dick showing this. I shouldn't do it. I already described it. Here you go. Obviously, down front, center, that's Rob. And his wife, Sandy, in the sunglasses next to him, who I just mentioned. As Rob Hubel next to him. We're going counterclockwise. You got Jason Mantzoukas up there. Oh, my gosh, what is her name? She's a wonderful writer. You would know her. She has done a lot of stuff, and that was her boyfriend there. Next to them, Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman. Yeah. Next to them, Nate Corddry, who is Rob's brother, but you recognize him probably as well. He's an actor, and his girlfriend, wife at the time, I'm not sure if they're still together. Lake Bell and Nick Kroll, who were dating at the time back there. Behind them is Ed Helms. Just to the left of Ed Helms is Seth Morris, all the way up there. And that was Ed Helms' girlfriend, I think, at the time. Can't remember. And then to the left of Seth is, what is her name? Erin Hayes, who's done tons of stuff, and that was her husband there. Below her is John Stern, was the executive producer of Abominable that I just mentioned. Saw him the other night. In fact, this reminds me that I have to send him a message. His wife, Joanne, in front of him. There's Nicole and me, very young kids. Nicole with the blue scarf, and I'm wearing a It's Always Sunny Patty's Pub shirt. Brian Husky behind me. You know him from everything. He was the head in This Is the End. Please let me in, and then he gets his head cut off. Nick Weidenfeld is on the left, looking very, very stylish. He ran Adult Swim at the time. And what is her name? Amantha? I think Amantha, and that's his wife. In front, Adam Scott and his wife, Naomi. Behind him, Paul Scheer and his wife, June Diane Raphael. So, yeah. That was the old crew. Obviously they were all actual, people who they weren't famous yet. They weren't as famous as they are now yet, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that was the circle. So Nicole used to, rep those shows, and we would go down to Comic-Con every year with them, and that's, a 5-day event each time, like Wednesday to Sunday, every year, like 5 years in a row. So, yeah, it's weird when you're in the entertainment business, there isn't much time for a real life, so you end up getting close to the people you work with. And that's what we always found. And that's what I'm noticing now. It was very interesting. We'll talk about the Ben Gleib good night of it all, but when I went there this week, it was a life-changing experience. It was I had the best night at good night. And we'll unpack some of it. Some stuff I don't want to talk about, but some stuff was so freaking good that I'm buoyant because of it. It was energizing. That's so awesome. I agree, Murph. You are awesome. Skywalker's Hand is starting at $1 million, I think. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And I bet it goes to a lot. I could see that one going to 8 figures. I really could. I don't know if it will, but I could see it just because of the Star Wars and the only one, and it's such a pivotal moment. It's that nice father-son bonding moment we were joking the other day. TGIF, everyone. Good to see you. Troy, same thing as always. I will send you a link if you want to join here live. Feel free. Luncheonette, big time. I love it. But it may have to be both, Skip. Hey, Jay. Hello, everyone. Hello, weirdos to you. Murph and I are ready. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hang on. Stand by. We'll do this, and then we'll talk about the stuff I just brought up. Okay. Send a link. All right. Coming, Dustin. I'm coming. Let me get it. I'm pulling up the link right now. It's from here. Copy link. Here it comes. Thank you for your patience. Here it goes. All right, Murph, I'm coming to you next. At Goodnight, they have a staff of 33 working there. For real. It's crazy. Murph, why are you not in my DMs? Why won't it come up? Mari, right? Isn't it? I always want to say Madi. Let me do it again. Why aren't you there? Maybe you're not. Maybe I don't have a chat with you. Let me find you, and then I'll do it that way. Mari Rebecca, there you are. Here you are. Message. We have a chat. What the fuck? That's bullshit. I knew it. All right. Yes. All right, you guys got him. Now I will go to the room and see if I can... Am I in the room? I'm in the room. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, back to the chat. Okay, Murph and I are ready. We probably took care of that. They may join in a second. Irie, you have a link too. If you feel like joining, you are very welcome to. Otherwise, just hang out. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. I love all your posts. It shows me that you're out and about, even though you're struggling. I love that. I love your determination to not let your illness get the better of you. It's beautiful. It's inspiring. It reminds me of my wife, and I just want to give you props every time because I think it's awesome. It's so easy to just stay in. Got you on speakers. I drive home. Won't be typing till I get home, but I'm listening. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the praise because I meant it. I can only imagine the conversations at that party. Looks like an awesome assortment. Hard to get in a word in edgewise because you've got rooms of the most funny, brilliant, quick-witted people, right? They're all writers. They're all improv people. Crazy. Even the producers are writers and, creative, funny people. Yeah, Good Night. Wow. Good Night was a hell of an experience. How this all happened can only be the work of my wife, and this is where I did want to talk about her. From beyond the grave, she is like crazy puppet master now, and she used to do this in real life, but it was hard. It was phone calls. It was getting people, it was, maneuvering this against that and whatever the heck in order to get a cover or a Today Show or a whatever. And now, if what I'm saying is true, she's in the spiritual world where none of those physical constraints are a problem, and she can just fucking me, and line things up. And you all were here last week. This was a long show, but I'm going to clip this piece down and work it into something because how this all worked out can only be my wife. Last week on this Not a Show thing, we were killing time talking about Rob Corddry, stories about Rob Corddry from the old days. Ooh, I hear somebody. Do I hear somebody? Nope. Yeah, I do. It's Murph. Hi, Murph. I'm coming. Coming, Murph.
No worries.
Oh, your voice is over there now. I changed some stuff around. Now it's all confusing. Hi!
Hey!
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I feel... No, and that's that. Well, that was fun. What the fuck? So we're here hanging out last week, and I'm telling stories about Rob Corddry, and somehow I think Purplehead showed up or whatever. You know, she was the producer on Late Night Playset when we were doing that, and somehow I start talking about Good Night with Ben Gleib because it's this talk show from home YouTube podcasty type thing, except it's not a podcast. It's not even close. I thought we were doing a talk show. He really is. Staff of 33. All of the real jobs. The showrunner is someone I know from The Daily Show from the Jon Stewart days when we both worked there. Bless you.
Oh, sorry.
Look at that. She's back, everybody.
Sorry.
That was awesome. Yeah, and then so like it's a real crazy big deal, and then so I'm talking about it with everybody here last week, and I'm saying how it's such a neat thing, and I want to check it out, and it's kind of crazy how their set has things that we have in ours and stuff, and it's just really something. And then in the middle of the show live, I look at something's happening in the chat, and I want to go to my phone for Instagram for something, and I open up Instagram, and then hit me in the face is Rob Corddry is the next guest on Good Night. Last week. And I interrupted our own conversation with you to be like, guys, I have to, what the fuck, right? Like, that's crazy. Because I know Rob Corddry and can be like, hey, buddy, can I come to this show with you? And I think I'm pretty sure that we decided that I would do that on this show last week. So I did. So I texted Rob and I'm like, look, out of the blue, I'm into this thing. I want to come with you. Can I come with you? And he was like, let me check with the producer. And 5 minutes later, he's like, you're in. And that was so cool. So now I'm looking forward to it. And then Wednesday, and I've had a big week, right? You know, the profile, the heritage thing with the hoverboards and everything, and Justin, and we're shooting this thing with Phil. And so it's sort of almost in the back of my mind until day of. And then now it's like 5 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I got to drive over to this guy's house in the valley because he does a version of this. And we get there, and it's quiet on the outside. And I go, I don't believe, this just can't be. There's a nice quiet street, nice quiet neighborhood. The houses are all really close to one another. You couldn't disturb these people even just with the parking alone. So something must not be as big as I think. I knock on the front door. It says, be prepared to give your name to security. The moment the door opens, frenzy of activity. There's got to be 60, 70 people there. I said crew of 33. There are so many people just hanging out, like just there in the green room. Like there's a bar outside with a bartender. There's food. There's a whole outside with a pool area for the after show. And then there's this pool house area for the after show. And there's cameras everywhere because each area is mic'd and camera'd. It was just such a thing that I couldn't frickin' believe it. And Rob's in there, and he's like, we locked eyes, and we're like, what the fuck is going on here? We thought it was going to be like this, and it was so much more. And yeah, I don't want to go too crazy because I can feel how emphatic I am, and I'm like, nobody else cares about this but me, and I can't describe why it was so awesome, but it was. And all of the energy was just crazy. And it was so good that I'm going to be involved with that in the future, and I don't know how or why, but Stuart, the showrunner, and I are going to meet up this weekend and figure out how or why, because they loved my energy. They loved how much I knew about it all already. I was like, you guys don't get it. I do this. We've been doing it for a while. We can help each other. And it was just really, really cool. I think the takeaway from me was Jodie Sweetin. Fuck, she's awesome. Didn't see that coming. Had a blast with Jodie Sweetin. New BFFs there. And Kalamata Pot. I said that wrong. Kalamata. Is that right? That is right. I've just never said it out loud. Anyway, she's brilliant. And she was great. And shout out to Ian Edwards, who was a very funny comedian, who just kind of was very deadpan and very funny, keeping the room honest. Yeah, it was amazing. It was super, super cool. And I'll be keeping in touch with all of those people. And Jodie's going to do our thing, and I'm going to do her thing, and Ben's going to come here too. The Ben Gleib show will come here, and I'll probably go there. And like it's going to be a thing. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but all of the ideas are floating right now because it's too similar not to. And most people, like me, got into this because of like David Letterman in the 80s and 90s, which of course is what we have here. So, should be cool. Mutual respect. Now, Murph, what are you up to?
Hey.
I miss you, man.
First of all, I miss you guys. So first of all, I got to start. Can anyone take any guesses what this shirt reminds them of?
It's familiar, but I can't place it. But I bet there are people in the chat.
I hope because it's not necessarily a very pleasing. That's not a word. Very appealing shirt on me, but it's in honor of something coming up very soon. So let's see if there's any guesses, and then I'll tell you.
Well, there you go. I will go through the chat, but I think you just let me in on what it is. Okay, gotcha. And I'm guessing it's someplace you visited, maybe even after Astoria. Got it.
Did.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, let's see if people get it. Daryl Boggs, what's up, Daryl? So good to see you. Love you, buddy. Love to you and Kara. I love that I know Kara now. I look forward to spending time with both of you guys at some point, getting to know you better. It sounds like you are coming to LA soon. Will Kara be coming with you? Hope to see you when you're in LA. The bummer of it all is I didn't get to see Kyle Watts when he was here this week. I sent him a thing. I was like, I'm working from home all day tomorrow. Like, come over, whatever. Like, I don't care what time. And he's like, just got home tonight. I was like, fuck.
She's used to getting cut off.
She did it. You cut yourself off, I think.
Oh, burn, Roger. That's a burn.
Oh. See, I don't get these.
I got cut off at the bar when we were in Astoria.
Different kind.
Yeah. Yep. That's whatever. It's okay. It happens. I was partying, man. I was having a good time.
I only got to see a taste of lubricated Murph when we were at the ale house, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But I thought you were still perfectly in line. I think it was like, it must have been the first couple.
Well, yeah, I mean, it only goes downhill from there, Jay.
Really? Can't wait.
Juicy,
oh, Dustin's here too. Hang on, Dustin. I didn't know you were here.
You see that Dustin's in there?
Yeah. He is. Here he is. I got it. I'm coming. Whoopsie daisy. Hang on. Well, I mean, that works too, but here, I'll get us all. Motherfucker. I'm not getting this. Dustin, I'm doing this. There we go. Right on. Now it's like the old days. I'll shut up. You guys take it away.
What's up, Murph? How you doing?
Oh, hey, Dustin. How are you?
It's been forever since I talked to you, Murph. Like 5 minutes ago or something.
Oh, sarcasm.
Yeah.
We do have a sarcastic group.
We are.
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
Roger's starting it out. Ooh.
Mary's
used to getting cut off. Okay.
Dustin, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your traditional pose. I'm looking at your whole look here, and it reminds me that I have seen that The Rock is in the news a lot this week, but I never actually clicked on any of the links to see why. Do you know why? Is it a new movie? Is it a premiere?
Moana.
Did he say something? Moana. There you go.
The live-action Moana. Yeah.
It's in theaters now.
Mm-hmm. I only know that because of my kids. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, I should have been able to put that together. I don't know why I didn't know that.
Well, he's in it for so many. I mean, he's always doing something. So it could be WWE, it could be a movie, it could be a charity, you know.
I was with Corddry, as you know, this week, and he did Ballers with The Rock. And he also did Pain and Gain with The Rock. So, like, they're kind of buddies. And so we were talking about him the other night too, because everyone's like, "What's it like to know the fucking Rock?" You know,
Right.
what's it like to be pals with the Rock? Because he doesn't live like the rest of us, you know.
No.
So okay, Moana, got it. And you're still obviously rocking your love for the Rock.
Oh, I love The Rock. I met him probably 24 or 5 years ago or so. I won a contest to be on the front row of the WWE SmackDown, and it was like pretty cool. Like it was off a radio show. I played Topless Connect Four in the middle of Seattle, and won tickets to SmackDown, which I'm a huge wrestling fan. And I messed up, and I stood in a line by the women's locker room, not realizing that the men's locker room is where all the wrestlers came out to like beat them. I just got the wrong side, and security wouldn't let me onto the other side because they weren't allowed anybody to pass through the causeway. And so I was just watching all these wrestlers come out, and everybody's meeting them, and I'm like, here I have this cool VIP experience, and I don't get to meet anybody. And he let me know I couldn't yell, I couldn't talk to the wrestlers or yell at them or do anything. He's like, you just got to wait until we can let you across. Well, out of the side office, Dwayne Johnson walks out to get a water from one of the machines, and I got an opportunity to meet him and talk for 15 minutes about our initials being the same, last names being the same. I'm a big guy. How come I never got into wrestling? He bought me a water. That was it. I mean, it was just me fangirling, and it was such an early on before like the camera phones and stuff. So like I didn't have like a camera to really use or anything to like take a picture. So it sucked, but it was a best experience. One of the coolest human beings I've ever met.
That's
Very
super
genuine.
Cool. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. And I'm so happy to hear that he was like that, and you have a good experience.
Yeah. He was so genuine, and the security guy goes, "Go ahead," because I was like, I want to say something to him. He's like, "Go ahead," and I go, Dwayne Johnson. My name's Dustin Johnson. We have like the same initials, and he just smiled and he goes, "How you doing, big guy?" And he just walked over and started talking to me, and it went from there for 15 minutes. And he was like, "I got to get out of here. I got to do really cool big WWE stuff." And I'm like, "Man, I just appreciate the opportunity." And he gave me one of them little side homie hugs and walked away. And I'm looking around like,
did that just happen?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many that
somebody to say something.
So many pre 2005 or whatever, when like even the digital elf cameras, back in the day, like if you had a point and shoot, that was like, oh great, I got a digital camera, I can get this. It felt like the future. So many of my experiences, because I'm old, are from if I had a fucking cell phone from my time at Conan, I would have 1,000 selfies with me and the people I put microphones on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of like everybody. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine.
But back then, Jay, you had to do that little and then turn the camera around and snap it, because that was the disposables that we used to use. I used to carry like 10 disposable cameras on me for all kinds of experiences just to see.
Well,
go get them developed.
You were smart. I didn't have a lot of money, and the camera cost money, and then developing the film cost money, and it just, you know what I mean? It was just like, never got to that part. I never figured out the problem.
we were talking about the simplicity of that, though, because now you go into your cell phone and you have 15 of the same picture, and you're like, do I look better in this one, this one, this one, this one, this one? It's like disposable. You got one and done. You hope it turned out, and I kind of miss that.
It was the most authentic smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always had to be on point for that one first smile.
Yep.
But I mean, are you guys like me, where you are willing to go back to that? Because like I recognize that being a problem one day when my iCloud account charged me more money because I went over my whatever the thing, because I had so many bullshit pictures, and it was eating up all the bandwidth. Then I sort of had the conversation that you just brought up with myself, and I thought to myself, do I need to do that? Or can I actually be more precious with my snap? Still take the moment to do whatever you're going to do, but then just go, okay, is that it? Yeah. And then
one done.
Yeah, whatever it is. Or just be like not precious at all with it. Just like throw it up and bring it down. And then I found that I got some of my sanity back, not just with the moment, but also with going through my camera roll. Because then picking one of 10 to be like, which one is nobody blinking in or whatever the fuck. I get
Yeah.
I do that when I
we're
take
quest for
pictures for other
perfection, but it's
people.
bullshit.
Right.
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. I
No,
stepped
no.
on you.
When I take pictures for other people, I always take like 3 or 4 in different angles because that's what they want. But then I either forget to take pictures, don't really care enough because I'm in that moment, or when I do take a picture, it's that really quick, like, okay, snap,
Yeah.
here we go. Okay, cool. Let's keep
Like
moving. Let's keep
Astoria.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that so many times when somebody's like, we need to get a picture. And so I'm like, all right, everybody, let's go. And then take a quick picture and let's go. And they're like, wait a minute, let me see the picture. And I'm like, we don't have to, like, just go. Like, we're good. Like, we're all in it. It's going to be good.
If it's somebody, and this is kind of a weird one, but if there's somebody famous in the picture, I will give them, because part of Nicole's job was she used to have to do photo kills. So like some days, once a week she would wake up at super fucking early and be at the kitchen counter at 5 o'clock, literally doing what we're talking about, looking at 1,000 photos from a photo shoot and being like, nope, 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 and just vetoing, 70% of them right off the cuff. Because of that, I'll be like, good with that, especially if it's a girl, just out of respect.
Yeah.
But I'm with you in that I still only took the one. And if you don't like that one, I'll do another one. But like swiping through to pick this, okay, use this one, not anymore.
I like the mess ups though. I like to catch one person with a weird face. Like you go to take the picture and they're not ready and they're talking to somebody and they're like this.
Bloopers.
And you're like,
damn it.
and
I
usually
agree
it's
with
me
you.
or Murph.
The candid, the bloopers, that shit's my favorite.
No,
Just to
I'm
take
realizing.
a quick photo, go, hey everybody, and then when they look, you just take the picture, and then you go, oh, never mind, and then
I'm
So
realizing
that's the reason why,
that I agree with both of you. I just made my whole point.
To both.
I just made my whole case, which I stand by. But then I just posted all of those outtakes of me and Jodie and Rob.
Yeah, see?
And they're awesome, and everybody loves them, and including me. So, like, I guess you're right. That was somebody else taking. Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah.
See, it can be both, though. It can be both, guys.
Yeah. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders, Jay.
I did. I walked into my own trap, too. Did you see that? I literally finished making my point, and I'm like, so there. Oh, except...
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. You walked under, you pulled the stick, you trapped yourself, you're golden, though.
Well, now here I am in here waiting for somebody to walk by and let me out. Oh, my God. It's so
You're
good.
free. We'll let you out. It's okay.
And sorry for not being in, I'm waiting for my daughter. She's hanging out with her friend, and then she was going to come out for a second, and we were going to go get some food. But she is taking forever, and I'm good with it. But that's the reason why I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in front of the TV or the screen. I mean,
I want to remind everyone, if there's anybody like who's watching. Obviously, there are people watching, but I want to remind everybody that the only reason I'm doing this is because Dustin did this last year, and we are just sort of recapturing what he did. The moment Dustin decides to start doing this again, we will happily join his thing.
Hey Jay, how about next Friday?
Do yours? You're
the
one who's not available. Murph and I will be there.
I know. I'm just saying. Murph and I kind of talked about this earlier, and we're kind of like, I think it's time for the comeback. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to be able to. I've worked a lot. There's a lot of things I tried to do, and from January 5th to doing the Goonies short circuit weekend, which was amazing. I worked every day. I worked all the weekends. I was not just a dad, but I worked in the evenings. And when people ask me, it was hard to tell people, like, when I'm not working my main job, I try to get a second job. And when I'm not working the second job, I hit the third job. So it was debilitating to think, how am I going to fit doing my Etsy shop? How am I going to fit in a podcast? How am I going to do that stuff? And in my head, I was like, well, there's got to be one sacrifice, right? There's got to be something that I can do to supplement the next thing. And thinking about doing a podcast again made me happy and smile. And then having Murph say something too to me, what'd
you say, Murph?
It's time. It's time for me.
Bring it back.
So we were gonna do like a recap of the Astoria weekend, but then I went to Alaska, so I was gone, and then it's like, but I think we're both back in like kind of more settled, which is why we're talking about next weekend. But
Amazing.
it's been on the horizon for a while, but it's just
that timing, right?
Right. Yeah. But
plus, Murph and I had to meet Elise first because we had never met before in real life.
You didn't need to meet. Like,
I know, but it was funny though. Like, there's a whole dynamic that you have, right, when you don't meet somebody to when you do. And then when Murph and I met, and I picked her up from the airport, walked around the truck, and she jumps up, and I freaking give her this huge hug. It was like that was what was needed to solidify. Like now we know each other. That was the last piece of the puzzle right there, and it was just an amazing experience being able to go down there to Astoria, and after the 40th, be able to like have these in life real conversations with people that you got a chance to meet or interact with online and stuff. I'm such a big real life, or what is that called, IRL, in real life person when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't mind texting somebody and messaging, but when we're all down there on the beach and when we're talking at the brewery or something, it means more, I think, to have that human connection. And I think that this just keeps that alive,
Yeah, Jay, did you know that Dustin and I had not actually ever met?
Nope. No, that blows me away because in my mind I feel like I saw you together, which obviously I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw you together at the Goonies house. I feel like I saw you together at the jail the day that I met you, Murph, when you walked up to me.
No.
And you're like, what's going
Dustin.
on? Who are you? What's going on here?
Yeah.
What is all this?
When I met you, Jay, when we were up at the Goonie house and stuff like that, and you kind of introduced me to, Justin and everybody that was there, I was just standing by myself. Like, I was uncomfortable because I kind of went up to the house just to kind of get away for a minute from, like, I don't know, like the weekend for a second. And then when I got up there, I was kind of like, do I leave? Like, I don't know. I kind of felt weird just standing there by myself. And that's right when Jay came over and introduced himself. And I was like, it was like a deep sigh of like, okay, now I know this guy. I don't know this guy, but I'm going to get to know this guy, right?
I've got a weird thing with timing. Yeah, I do. That's the same thing happened this year with Emily when she had her little breakdown at Gizmo. It was like right when I'm hugging Rain and I'm looking over her shoulder through her hair and I just see Emily's face break and I was like, oh. It was the exact same thing. I was like, oh, that guy, he looks like he needs a pal. He needs a buddy. He needs to know that we're all in this together.
It was that side eye every now and then, like the looking over at Jay, like, are they looking at me? Am I looking at them? Like, what's going on?
You think I saw that? You think I saw that back, and that's what I responded to?
You might have. I kept looking at your guys' group, we were all standing there together. So I was listening. You guys had a conversation. So I was kind of like the voyeur, just looking in.
But we're in the tent by the TV playing the movie at this point, right?
No. This was when we were out in front by VIP.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was that moment, and I just kept feeling myself staring at the group and going, they're going to look over and be like, who's this giant dude just staring at us awkwardly? And so in my head, of course, getting in my head, I was like, maybe I should just introduce myself. Well, that didn't strike anything in me until you did. Once you said something to me, it was like immediately I was like, here we go. I can talk to him,
Oh, man. That's freaking rad.
It meant a lot to me.
You sharing it now means a lot to me. I was just about to thank you for that. That's awesome, man. So that's another thing about our group. I talk about everybody here having gone through stuff and overcome stuff, but like also we're a weird, sensitive bunch where we are like not afraid to show our bellies. It's weird. Everyone here is perfectly capable of being ferocious and scrapping your face off. So like we don't mind showing our bellies because like if you do anything, we'll just fucking kill you.
Right? We got no problems fighting back, right?
So everyone's oddly vulnerable because of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know for a fact that Murph saw me many times get emotional, not just over the weekend, but especially like when we were in Brownsville. There was that moment where it became a little bit more real when we were all having a coffee and some breakfast, and Jason had to get to the airport. He had a delayed flight, and and we. He said, "Give me some." He said, "Give me some skin," like from Stand By Me, right? Where you
Oh, see, I don't get
slide
that.
the hand,
Okay.
and I
do
just
recognize
lost
the
it,
shirt, though, since we're talking about it.
right?
Here,
Yeah.
you keep going, Dustin. I'm going to do some comments in the meantime because here's Jason. I need to come back to LA and hang with you. You live such a serendipitous life. Yes, come. I'm Forrest Gump. Come visit. Hang out. But go ahead, Dustin. Stand By Me. Yes, Daryl got it. That's it. Now we're back to it. Perfect.
Yep.
No, that was perfect that Jason came in right there at that moment too, because when he left, I kind of felt I knew I was going to see Roger again because he was getting dropped off to take him to the airport, and I know Walt. I know I'm going to see Walt again, and so I think in that moment it just kind of felt that once I said goodbye to Jason, I knew the weekend was like coming to an end. People were going to start going home in that moment, and I kind of started crying there, and then of course Murph and Emily, my two sisters, decide they want to take video of me fucking crying, so that helped out. It was just
I do that to Justin. Why do we do that
weekend.
to each other? Every time Justin starts crying about Adam, I put the camera in his face. I would go, "What are you doing, buddy? What's going on? How do you feeling?"
Right,
Yeah. I'm like,
because it's a real
Nicole taught me how to
moment.
do this.
Yeah.
But it ends up being good for him. It's not. It looks like, oh, you're fucking capitalizing on his pain or whatever. Like, you don't get it. I understand why it looks that way because you're not in this circle. But to him, it helps him process his thing.
Exactly. And that's just being a good friend. That's just showing somebody their real self in those moments. And you don't get a mirror in front of your face.
It's a mirror
every time you talk and every time you do something. For me, Murph, not meeting Murph during the 40th was kind of like a big downer for me. She was my first purchase off my Etsy site ever from anybody. She was my number one.
Whoa.
And so I in my head, I was like, we talked and I was like, man, I can't wait to meet you at the 40th. And we literally crossed paths inadvertently, probably, I don't know, 10 times where we were at the time we were at. We just missed each other barely.
Wow. That's Craigslist thing. Misconnections.
Yeah, I know. So dumb.
Everybody does get to Stand By Me. They all got it, Murph. They didn't even need the clues. They knew.
I am glad that so Emily, Kelly, and okay, so I looked high and low for a Gordy shirt because we went to Brownsville after Astoria. I could not find anything that replicated
Dave, I thought the exact same thing. Dave, I thought it was Bert and Ernie as well. Hey, Bert.
Oh, no, you guys.
How's it going, Bert?
Come on, the Stand By Me day's coming up. Let's go. Anyway.
Yes, Gary. Phil and I will be shooting down at Comic-Con this year. This will be so. It's crazy how this is all coming back because I was just with Rob Corddry, which we used to go. That's why we started going. And this will be my first time going back since those days. First time in 10 years.
That's in 2 weeks, right?
Holy shit. Is that true?
Well, I only think I know that because Matthew Lillard's supposed to be at GalaxyCon in Raleigh and he canceled because he's going to be at Comic-Con in San Diego. I was like you didn't know more than 3 weeks out. So I'm pretty.
Wait, so do I got to go down there to talk to Matthew Lillard for you?
Well, no, because I'm gonna have my poster that I need him to sign here. So
that's right.
Yeah, go have a word with him.
I like Matthew Lillard from Hackers. Stephanie, what's happening?
Back off, Dustin. The rock is mine. Jennifer Workus is here. She says hi. I love Jennifer and her husband, whose name I cannot remember, but they were just delightful. Mike, yeah. Hey, you guys, says Jessica Reel. Hi, Jessica. What is your Pride doesn't end in June? Okay, so it's an all Pride. It's not Pride Month. It's Pride Year. Got it. Pride Life. Good for you. Love to you. Very nice to. Do we know you, Jessica? Does anyone know her in real life, or is she just? No. Did you find us here from? Oh, you do. Okay, great.
Yep.
Oh, Dustin knows. Okay.
Thanks for joining, Jessica.
She's a real goonie.
Awesome. Johnny Ness. Disposable cameras are still around. Hell, the old cameras are still. Take a picture and it comes right out of it. Oh, he's thinking
Well, those
are
Polaroid.
Polaroid.
That's a Polaroid.
Okay,
yeah.
but the disposable, I gotta do a little quick plug on the disposable camera.
Do
So
it.
on our Alaskan cruise, my niece gave my daughter a disposable camera. She was like taking pictures of the workers and like I can't wait. I can't wait to develop it and see because that's the kind of shit I probably used to take pictures of.
Me too.
Well, not even when I was 7. When I was probably like 13, that's probably the stuff I was taking pictures of. But I can't wait to develop it. So anyway,
Just the
that's
fact
so
that we have
funny.
to develop it is just makes my heart happy.
Can't wait.
What a slow process that's not instant right now. I'm in.
I haven't done that. I have not developed a film in a long time.
I have. Go to Walgreens. They'll get it done for you in about an hour.
That's what my friend Kaz does. He goes to Walgreens.
Yeah,
He gets calendars made, everything from the pictures that he gets developed
Yeah.
there.
They're so inexpensive too to be able to get like little like 4x6s or anything like that, 5x7s or something. It's pretty inexpensive.
He said you can get a disc too. It's digital. They'll give you both if you want. The prints,
Yep.
the whatever you I can't even. What are the
The
fucking
memory card or the little flash drive type of thing.
Yeah, but what are the
A CD?
I want to say microfilm. No, the fucking in the old days.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay,
Yes,
like
I know.
like a film strip,
Yeah,
Yes,
but there's a name
the-
for it and I can't think of it.
film reel, film strip.
But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking
Negatives.
about. Negatives. Oh my god.
Negatives. Thank you. There you go.
Oh my god. My father was a fucking commercial photographer for a living. That's what he did, but I couldn't think of negatives.
JJ. Hey, did you see that your friend Kyle joined? I don't know
He
if
did?
you saw.
No. Is he here? Oh, right on. Hang on.
Sorry,
hang on.
he's been in here for a minute.
You guys are the best. So I can't see it unless somebody says something and then I hear them. So here, let's
my
do this.
bad.
There we
Yeah, I was
go.
just being nice. Yeah.
You are.
I know,
Everyone's
it's
so polite.
He was on
I
camera.
know. I was sitting back there too, doing the same thing. I was like, "Hello."
You guys are so great. This
I
is
was on
awesome.
4 hours last time, so I'm sharing the space.
Dude, we were on long enough last time that the system was booting people because they were on too
Actually,
long. It
right,
turns
it
out
was
4
actually
hours
double.
is our limit, and then they got to log back in.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
actually 5
no.
hours, I think. Now that you say that, yeah.
Murph and I found out that 6 hours still isn't the limit because that's how long we went.
You did do a 6 hour?
We did a 5 hour and 58-minute podcast, and we had a total, I think, of it was 42 different people that had joined in throughout the time. And yeah, it was nuts. And Murph and I were drunk too. Like by the end of the night.
Oh, well, that's when you keep going because you keep energizing
Yeah.
every time you make
And
another
every
drink.
time we tried to close it down, somebody would say something. The conversation would go 15 minutes, and we'd have 25 viewers. And I'm like, it's 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, what is going on?
Your time. I literally.
You were
I
2
went
and
to
3
bed
in the
at
morning.
3 o'clock my time and had to work the next day
Oh,
Forgot
my
about
gosh.
that.
because I felt like it was a Thursday podcast. I don't know, but I had to work the next day.
No, it was. It was a Thursday. Oh, that is gross. What is that?
Sorry,
We call
man.
that a Minnesota good. We call
I'm
that
sorry.
a Minnesota goodbye, by the way.
There we go. Sorry. I'm trying to do the comments too because I know I'm backlogged with comments. Me and Murph and Emily have some hilarious photos in front of Judith's house. Absolutely priceless. I still don't know Judith. I just learned about Judith this last trip, and I think she followed me, and I think so we're friends now. But I don't know her. But she lives on the street, right? And then she's like
Right before you go up the hill. And she's got a bunch of glass art.
Oh,
She's got a bunch of her garage is usually always open. It's right in front of she's across the street from the Benjamin house. That's right there, that bed and breakfast.
I don't even know
We're
that.
like-
So I think the problem
Oh,
here
okay.
is that I typically drive up to the Goonies house and don't walk. So I think I miss a lot of what everyone else knows to be oh, that's a landmark. And I'm like, I don't know. I've never even noticed it
You
before.
would, Jay. You would drive up there.
That was not like a dick. I was trying.
What a plug, man. Jay's over here talking about. I got nothing to say, Jay. My truck's been in front of the Goonies house so many times, so I can't say shit.
And I knew them before it was the Goonies house again, right? So I was already. That's just how you visit your friends.
You just drive up.
Yeah.
Must be nice getting home from Astoria and not feeling absolutely exhausted because of all the hills.
What a dick.
Oh, what happened?
The short circuit hill is
Jay's
way
so
worse.
old,
That
he
is the
can't be
worst
walking
one.
up hills.
The short circuit hill is way worse than the Goonies hill. Like,
Oh, yeah.
By tenfold.
Yeah.
Well, you even
We
have
did
like
drive up
spots to
that.
stop at the Goonies one where you can hang out for a minute and then go back up the driveway. The short circuit house, if you stop on that hill, it's worse.
There's
Yeah,
one
just
landing.
take the whole
There's
thing.
one street that goes that there's a
Yeah.
and you can take a pause there, but the rest is you're right. You're just going. And
That's
don't stop, or
every
your
freaking
muscles will
street
all
in
that acid will
Astoria.
build up in your muscles.
Yeah.
All about balance, Dustin. Sometimes life is more important than shows. Don't tell
That's
that to
true.
don't tell that to a performer though, because the performer like
Right.
life is the show. I will say 41st weekend has kept me keeping my head up during all this crap. Bless you, Jessica. The friendships that I have in my life currently have kept me alive the last 2 years, and sounds like words. That's real.
It sounds
That's
no,
real.
it sounds real. It sounds
It is.
real. It's exactly what you need, man. I've lost enough family, like blood related family, to know that the friends and the family that you adopt into your life are what keep you going. It's the people that keep you standing up. And when you start to fall and they pick you up, I mean, without them, man, your words are truer than just words. You know what I'm saying? It's an emotion, it's a feeling, and we've had deep conversations to understand that for each one of us. And I'll tell you this right now, man. 41st weekend really picked me up from a lot of dark stuff that had happened up until that moment, and my mom passing a couple of months ago. And so it was just
So sorry.
it was much needed to be a part of those groups and see everybody again and things like that. So
Community.
it is 100%.
Man.
I see. So yep, got it.
So
Wait,
what?
He's like,
So what's
I'm here.
What's
No, that
Kyle's
was-
story? What's Kyle's story? He's
Yeah.
on here. I need to know who he is.
Okay, Murph,
Sorry that I don't know.
But do you know that you saw Kyle a bunch that weekend? He was just always in costume. This is go ahead, Kyle. You take it away.
Well, the most disguised you would have not recognized me. I was doing the Teen Wolf at prom.
Oh my
We did
gosh.
Teen Wolf
Okay.
and we were.
I came up to you during that
Well,
time.
I most definitely talked to you then because I remember the Teen Wolf caught. Okay.
Yeah. We did.
Badass.
What did we do? Frankie and Stephanie and I can't think of the name right now.
Which are the best pictures on the porch. Those are the best
Yeah.
pictures on the porch.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
I agree. With the apron and
we
it's
did-
so
we
good.
did-
Okay.
We did Newton Crosby and Stephanie on the last day, but we just decided. I saw all the Goonies one last year.
I
and
think I have a freaking picture with you.
Yeah,
probably.
They had great costumes.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we got.
that's-
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody got it, but you were dancing with Johnny, weren't you?
Yeah, I got the
I think everybody got that, but yeah, it was in our video as well.
5, yeah.
Talk about a celebrity experience. You're over there prom dancing with Johnny 5. That's not even real, and it happened.
You guys, it was like everybody's like, "What made you go out there?" I was like, I felt like they were telling somebody to go dance with them. That's how I felt. And I was sitting on the ground, or sitting on the floor, like right in the front, taking pictures of the dance off. And I rushed out there, and one of the Johnny 5 creators came over to me and I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna tell me to like, you need to like back off." But he's like, "You can actually like hold his hand and dance with him," and it was so friggin' surreal. Yeah, it was bomb.
It is one of the most epic. So there's a couple like epic visuals from this weekend, and one is Johnny 5 going down the sidewalk. That was just crazy. It's just like, hello, just, excuse me, pardon me. That was like just so incredible because he's just there in Astoria. Oh, Johnny 5 came to Astoria. He's walking around just like fucking Stephen Alley. And then the other one, without a doubt, and the porch, anything on the porch, obviously. And then the other one, without a doubt, would be you dancing with Johnny at the prom. That visual and your face and just the way you guys were with his hands and your hand, it was just fantastic.
Oh. It was like nothing else. I mean, yeah, the fact that I could like clasp his hands and like, I was like, "Do I take the lead? Do you?" I don't know. It was glorious. Yeah.
Yeah, who leads?
It was
That's weird.
so much fun to watch.
the prom in general was like, and I know so many people who went, Jay, why did you not come to prom?
It's the one thing I didn't do. I wanted to. I intended on it. And then when it came to, we were Goonie's house, Rich's house, Goonie's house, Short Circuit house. We were back and forth a couple times.
So much.
And then something happened. We went someplace, and then everyone kind of went home, and they're like, no, I'm done for the night. I'm done for the night. I'm done for the night. And I said, all right, well, then I guess I'm done for the night. And I go, we'll get a good night's sleep for the Steve and Allie panels the next day, the Goonies panels the next day, all that. So in my mind, I thought I was going to go. And then at the end, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, we're not doing that. All right. But I regret it. I so regret it.
Don't mess next year.
I won't. I won't. I won't. Well, next year will be all different. Next year will be all different. It'll be built in. I will definitely be there next year.
Awesome.
And even if it's not a thing, I already found out that the Armory is only $900 for rent for the day. So
even if we have to do it, we'll do it.
So we'll put on our own prom, and we'll put on our own event, and we'll have our own panels and a live podcast there, and a whole
hilarious.
day event for Goonies 40th, and we'll just, it'll be fun.
Don't be a dick about it. Don't take over the whole thing. We have some ideas.
Well, no. I didn't know it. I was just saying because it's like an off year, and there's no like big production going on for Short Circuit or Goonies. So I was
But you're wrong.
If
wrong.
nothing's going on,
You're wrong.
I'm gonna
You're
help
wrong.
to make something.
You've been working every day. You don't know what's going on.
You're so right. So hey, I'll be the backup.
There it is.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
them.
That's you, right?
Yeah, that's Kyle and Dr. Jones. His missus.
That's all of us. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're right there.
Hilarious. Who are you? But with your
we did a lot of
really threw me off, I guess.
We did a lot of photos.
That's hilarious. Well, of course you did. That's awesome. Wow. Well, I know I have a shitload of photos with you, Kyle, but hello, good to meet you.
She's like, what's your story?
He's like, who the fuck are you?
Well, I mean, I also was wearing 2 different wigs that weekend, so.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. You fooled me because I thought it was your real hair.
I used to have hair like yours.
Brooke says, Jay, I was so excited to meet you in person at the bonfire. I was all googly and shit. LOL. I thought you meant I only put this up because I thought you Googled. I thought I read that you Googled. You were Googling shit. I thought you were Googling shit, and I was gonna ask you what you were Googling, but now I realize that my eyesight sucks. Well, it was very nice to meet you too, Brooke, and I do remember that moment. I was like, oh, she's excited. It was awesome. That was another one of my favorite moments.
Brooke.
Was being on the beach and just walking up. I didn't even get to everybody before they started migrating towards me. It felt amazing. I was like, it was the Sally Field moment. It was like, you like me, you really like me. It was cool. I'm so grateful to all of you. Jessica Real me, says Daryl Boggs. I will be there with a big group, says Kelly. Right on. We don't talk about Matthew, Murph. You guys get
What was that?
Stephanie says we don't talk about Matthew, Murph. You get it?
I don't even know. Is Murph frozen in time right now?
Oh, she must be. I thought she was just smiling and happy. That's funny.
I thought she was smiling and happy too until she
What a
didn't move, and I was like,
perfect
"That's the
freeze frame. Oh, there
longest
she is.
there."
She moved.
I am smiling and happy, but I need to go use the bathroom and refill my drink, and I'm going to change backgrounds.
Perfect. Take your time. We're gonna go
Let me
through
get
the
a
comments.
better- We don't need my work background. Let me get my
I like your Scream stuff. I like that.
Shit going
Stephanie
here.
says we don't talk about Matthew, Murph. Do you know what she means?
I don't talk about Matthew. God dang, why am I drawing a blank on that, Steph?
Irene knows Jessica Real. Speaking of Jason's before too, Jason James Richter followed me today on Instagram, and I was like, oh, how about that? That's cool.
Hell yeah.
We hit it off. He's a fucking really cool dude, and we've exchanged some messages afterwards. But I never expect anyone to you know what I mean? I'm not one of those follow for follow. Hey, follow for follow. I don't do any of that. I don't give a shit. So when one pops up and you see it, and it's somebody that you do actually like and you respect and stuff, it's like, it feels good.
I got some weird ones out of that Astoria too, where randomly Mike Skill just
Who?
friended me on Instagram. That guy from Romantics. Was it Mike Skill?
He was there. Yeah, he did this show.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't think I got
So
to
all of a
meet
sudden
him.
I'm like, it just said Mike Skill following. I'm like, who's this? And I click and I was like, oh, what the? Why would he be just randomly following me? That's weird.
Well, he must have liked your jam, man.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Irie also has so many photos to go through and edit from the last few weeks. Well, that's back to that. Let's all be a little more precious with what we shoot. We put out disposable cameras on our tables at our wedding, says Heather Knight. We got the best candidates. I have also done that with Nicole, where you've gone to weddings where they've done that. And then you don't really know. You just take the bunch of stuff and then you leave it on the table when you leave, right? And then they develop it,
Yeah.
and then somehow we all see them later, like on a digital album or something.
Yeah, it's a great way back in the day to be able to get a lot of pictures that the photographers of the wedding, because they're so focused on the bride and groom and stuff. It's such a great opportunity to get those group photos of people that you don't get. So I used to love that. I had the same thing at my wedding with the kid's mom, so it was cool.
You also get the between the lines, right? Because like the photographers are going to shoot all of the structured stuff. Oh, I'll be here when I'm supposed to be, all the stuff. But it's the in between where all the magic at a wedding happens. It's those the conversations with the people at the table that you've never met before and stuff like that, you know? For me anyway.
Oh yeah, same.
So those cameras capture all of that stuff. They should be video cameras. What?
Oh, that would be cool.
Microfiche. Oh, wow, this is old. Yeah. All right, so negatives. We were looking for negatives. The magic word there was negatives. The board goes back. Let's see. Jennifer says, whoopsie daisy. We found 3 disposable cameras when I was moving. No idea what's on them or how old they are. So an old camera, like an actual film, an actual, not cardboard camera, that film would be safe inside unless it was really old or deteriorated. I don't know what happens with a cardboard or plastic. Is it still safe for 10 years, 100 years?
I had one after 13 years and got it developed to see a bunch of stuff that me and my buddies were up in Whistler Mountain snowboarding, and I was like, I got it developed. It was literally in the bottom of a tote with basketballs on top of it, and
it worked.
I had no idea, and I got it developed. They all came out perfect. So
awesome. So there you go. So get that stuff developed, Jennifer.
Gary, is that a 10?
What's that?
Jay, I found this at a thrift store once.
Yep.
It's this old 1963 Kodak camera.
Oh, that's cool.
That's gorgeous.
And it had a roll.
Oh, it's an Instamatic? Is it an Instamatic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rad.
So this had a roll of film inside of it. So of course I made a YouTube video of me going to go get it developed because we were going to find out, what's in that Capone vault or who shot JFK or whatever it was. And I waited like 2.5 weeks to get that film back because it was a very weird film canister. And it turns out nothing was on it but overexposed everything. So 60-year-old film did not survive sitting in the camera for that long.
Right. Probably a little too warm at times.
Yeah. But I couldn't believe it. I saw it when I opened it up. I was like, man, there's a full roll of film that's been like shot. And it's still in the camera. Like, we got to go get this developed. So, but now it's just a cool shelf piece. So,
but do you?
I got an old Polaroid from the '80s.
Was it shot overexposed? Did the person shooting it overexpose it in the camera, or did it somehow leak and bleed later? Don't know.
I don't know. Right? They just said they didn't have anything for me because it was all just white.
No image. Yeah. No. That, or they didn't know how to open that sucker and they fucking overexposed your film.
It could be, yeah. Because it was like a hard canister thing. So
Irie's going to bring her laptop up to her hotel room when she heads up for the wedding this weekend, hoping she'll get some time. Okay, well, wedding, Irie. Hoping I get some time. Been on the go-go. Yeah, you have. We all have lately. I remember that long podcast, Irie, says, Dustin, that long 6-hour one that you and Murph did.
Yep, Irie came in like 3 times while doing homework, I think.
Her math.
Her math.
I don't know what we're referring to here, but Tracy says, my best friend did that. Amy was 10 and almost all the cameras, and took pics of fun things and a lot of her mommy, LOL. That's amazing. And we all know Amy, by the way, Amy of the Short Circuit House. This is her mom. So Rich and Amy, this is her mom. So some of you might have met her at the 41st because she was there. Gannon Appleby says, hello, everybody. Hello to you, Gannon Appleby. I think I finally hopped off that podcast at like 1 a.m., Dustin, says Stephanie. That's hilarious.
But she's the same time as you, right, Merv?
Yeah, Eastern, yeah.
So that would have gone like an extra 2 more hours after that, probably.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jennifer lives on the East Coast? Jennifer and Mike?
No.
Oh,
no,
Jessica.
Oh, shit. You're right,
Stephanie.
Jessica. Right, there's too many. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
no, Jessica, wait. I thought it was
No, it was
Stephanie.
Stephanie that said that she hopped off at 1.
Oh, you're right.
They
Damn
live
it.
in
Sorry.
Yeah.
near Augusta.
You're right. And then Jessica, also not Jennifer, says, Daryl Boggs, I can't wait to see you. And Kelly, I know I'm excited. Can't wait to see you. And Jason says, nobody recognized me in costume.
Going down to
What's that?
Stand By Me. They're the group they're all going down to Stand By Me together.
For 40th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
jealous.
When is that?
2 weeks.
Oh, shit, which means I
Wow.
need to get Kelly's shirt sent out. Kelly, I'm sending your shirt this weekend. Kind of
She's like,
forgot
thank
about- Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I need it. Yeah.
Jason says, nobody recognized me in costume, probably because I don't normally have my crotch so prominently displayed.
Liar.
Jason, your crotch was so prominently displayed the entire weekend. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know what people are looking at, buddy. You don't know what draws people. You don't know what draws people into you. Could be anything. Could be everything.
First thing I saw with Jason, I was like, geez, man, lead with the package. Why don't you?
Oh, God. Hey, buddy, what do you work for, UPS? Prom was like a dream. Irie, rad. Did you dress up, Irie? Did you wear? I can't remember. I know I saw pictures that you took there, but I can't remember if I saw pictures of you there.
She did dress up.
What did Irie dress up like?
I think she was wearing, oh my gosh, like I'm blank. I mean, I think everybody wore some semblance of 80s. I can't.
Right. 80s generic, not like a certain
The
character.
netted armbands. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, that makes sense. Like the Madonna Desperately Seeking Susan
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Asked for the, yeah.
Oh.
I could be freaking totally wrong. I know Kelly wore that, but I feel like Irie wore that as well. But I don't know.
Daryl says, we didn't get a pic together that I know of, Kyle, so you're going to have to come back next year.
Sure thing.
He's like,
Are you
like,
guys?
got
Are
it."
you guys in?
Oh yeah.
You and that was your wife, right? Yeah, that's what I figured.
Dr.
Are
Jones.
you guys in?
Yep. Dr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones, doll. Kelly Burgess, we could get the armory pretty cheap because we have enough of us to kick in on the cost. This will all, none of this will. There's plenty of stuff. There will be plenty to do in Astoria next year. There will be plenty to do.
Jay, you're gonna have to fill me in a little bit so I don't have to say the wrong
Hey,
thing.
please tell. Like,
Yeah, you have
stop.
to. Well, yeah, let us. We'll talk later, Jay. We'll talk later.
Yep.
No, talk
You mean-
now.
Oh shit, Jesus.
Nope. There will be.
My
There will
husband's
be.
already like, so this is like an annual thing. I was like, yeah, sorry, but it is.
Yes.
It is.
Well, so just think about it for a second, and I won't say too much, but just think about it for a second. We're all of our friends there in town, from Rich to Bayman to Dave, to like all of our people who are involved with the movie stuff in town are all involved with the Film Museum, which they're building a new, bigger one, which will be a bigger draw than just Goonies or Short Circuit or all of the other things, right? So everyone's aware of that. So everyone's aware that we're already in the future celebrating all of Oregon film.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's the type of thing that deserves its own annual event that encompasses all of those things.
hell.
And whenever there is a special day, anniversary, a special year, then that becomes maybe the primary function or the focus or a little bit extra of that more because yada, yada, yada. But there will always be a annual reason for us all to go there to support the Film Museum and surrounding town. The goal would be to get the town more involved than it has ever been. Historically, other organizations have come to town to throw and host these events. And then when they're over, and they're great, and the events are great, and, we all have these life-changing experiences, and that's wonderful. But then when they're over, they leave town and go on to the next thing in the rest of their lives, whereas the rest of us are here and then waiting for the next person to come to town and throw another. It's like The Simpsons with, you guys need a monorail, it's that whole it's that whole thing. So then the question was posed of, well, then how do we overcome that? How do we make this something that Astoria does every year? And they're like, well, we want to do that. And I'm like, right, I know. So this is the time, whether you realize it or not, we're in that transition point where it's time to figure all of that out. And this was my pitch to certain people around town, saying, let's all do this together, because we're all doing it together already anyway, and we've all done enough of these now where we know where the shortcomings are, we know what could use more, we know what people like and what they don't care about. And the goal would be to have an annual, there's no name yet, there's no announcement, there's none of that. None of this is even official, but it's definitely going to happen from my mouth.
A never-ending Astoria?
Yeah, so that's the goal. Yeah, the thing is that there would be an Astoria Fest, for lack of a better term, that you would go for. That is Goonies, Short Circuit, Free Willy, all of the things, as well as Oregon. So now we're in The Shining and fucking every other movie. You know, you just mentioned Stand By Me and all the other ones, Point Break and all that other crap.
Really, what we're going to do is celebrate the 20th anniversary of Without a Paddle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my wife worked on that. Nicole worked on that.
Comedy ever? Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife
Was
hates
Dax
that movie.
Shepard in that? It might have been with Dax Shepard, I think.
Yeah, with Dak, yeah.
Dax, Seth Green, and
Seth
who
Green.
else? Who was the third one?
Wasn't that Matthew Lillard?
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, right, and our friend works with Matthew Lillard, so that makes sense, yeah.
So Jay, you're talking about like a little like an annual Astoria Film Palooza kind of deal, right? Like an all-encompassing of Astoria film festivities.
Yes.
I like it.
That basically is an
I'll sell hot
excuse for
dogs.
all of the original Goonies, this crew, and anybody else who's ever been like a regular, to have our excuse to go every year. But also it's an excuse for people like me and Justin and Brandon and anybody else that we want to involve, or, you know, however this works as the big old happy family grows, to take over different parts, like the performative elements at the theater. And you know what I mean? There are different strengths for our different people, videography, editing, etc. Kyle, you know, let alone, we have people in our clique that would make a great game show host, or other people that would be great panel moderators that we, you know,
Oh my
we know.
gosh,
So,
I'm so
and then we're the
excited.
type of people that would be like, but we're the nerds who know what we want out of a panel, and if we're throwing the panels, and stay tuned. There's nothing but good will come from all of this, and it's only good for everybody involved because.
Throw my name in the hat, Jay. Anything
It's
you
it.
need help with, let me know.
It's already there, as is this will be the type of thing that we'll all want to be involved in, and everybody will be involved in.
My fucking lighting forever a champ. My lighting is
Murph's
a
having
champ.
fuse issues over there.
No, it's like this is forever when we were on our podcast. I'm like, what? Like I just can't figure it out. Anyway.
My lighting's set up for actually standing, so like I'm getting the hat shadow really bad.
But you
I'm
guys
sitting in
all
my
have
truck, so
well,
You got
you're
natural sunlight. It looks
light,
great,
Dustin.
yeah.
But everybody
Look,
else
I
has
should
great
just open this
lighting. I was
window.
like, mine looks like shit. I look like fucking death. I
Oh.
don't know. I can't figure it out.
You're all complaining. I'm alone in this ridiculous space. Look at this. I'm sitting here
Yeah,
alone, having a live chat.
Studio that looks very professionally lit.
It is, but it's easily sitting here on the couch on my iPhone and doing this with you guys.
No, but
It's silly.
No, it's not. It's a great setup.
fuck, I know. I can't wait to get down there and sit on one of them chairs. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
You should.
Yeah, if I was just there another day, Jay, I probably would have been.
Oh,
there today.
Kyle, you know, I already apologized to everybody else, or I told them the whole story. I just screwed up. This weekend got away from me, man. It just got this week.
We had no time either. So
I also, like, today is the day that I told them already. I was like, I'm working from home tomorrow. Come over anytime. He's like, we just got home. I'm like, fuck me.
yeah, Justin texted me saying he put me and my friend on a +1 for the Heritage event. And I was
So
like,
that was
I'm
the
gonna
other
be on a
thing.
plane. Yeah, I
That was
I'm
the
gonna be
other
on a
thing.
plane when
I
that starts. So yeah,
was going to invite you to that as well. So, yeah. Oh, well.
would have been fitting too because we just did a whole Back to the Future filming location video, and that took 3 days of filming to get it all.
I know he was sending me pictures from
Wow.
like where he was, and I was like, I know where you're at Warner Brothers, fucking half a mile from here. Sorry.
We went to the ET house. That was pretty sweet.
Oh, you went out there to, was it Tahunga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because you go up the hill and you're like I'm trying to think like, well, we're almost there. And then you look up, you're like, wait, hold on, like we're actually at the ET house, and my brain thinks the BMX scenes where they're leaving the house and going through the new constructions and all that has to be somewhere else.
Santa Clarita.
Because that's not by the house, because we just went up a little bit of the hill and then boom, we were there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right about all that, but also keep in mind, like, you know, none of it was built back then. Like, it was all new. That was a new development.
Yeah. But none of those like houses we passed looked like they would be those same houses. You know? I don't know.
No.
It's movie magic, you know. That's how it is.
Yeah, Stephanie's laughing at Matthew Lillard canceling. Well, about Murph's response to Matthew Lillard canceling, yes. And yes, Kelly, your boyfriend followed me today. Thank you for letting him, thank you for sharing him with me.
Oh, how could we forget?
Jason, I thought he was your husband, but all right, your boyfriend, that's cool. So I've still got room. He's delightful, by the way. You've got good taste. He was such a good, he's a good energy. He was such a good sport. And then he just seems like a really good dude. Like watching him interact with fans. He doesn't do this. I don't know if you guys knew that, right? Does everyone know that this was his first one of those things he doesn't do?
Yeah, he said he
does not do these. Yeah, amazing.
So I think Zay and Tobias probably did quite a bit of or whoever booked him probably did a bit of convincing to get him. And just watching him with people, like he was so giving. He was looking at people in the eye. He was so generous, you know, with just giving them the stories and his energy, and I was just really impressed and taken with him. It makes me want to watch Free Willy again. I haven't seen it since '93 or whenever it came out.
And I don't know if you guys saw Jason recorded a little snippet of him impersonating Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, and then he did the truffle shuffle, and he was like all into the events of the weekend. Like, so fun, so funny, like.
Yes, and to your point, whether he was actually into it or not, he broadcast that he was into it, and we all believed that he was into it. Yes. Yeah. So whether he loved it or hated it, he was so generous with what he gave out.
Yeah.
I guess that's true of everybody who was there, but it's always nice to see.
We do not seriously have 11 months until we all get together again, guys. Like, I can't. You're
the wild card, because the rest of us. Well, no, Kyle's pretty far too. Where are you, Kyle?
It should be quarterly.
I'm in Minnesota. That's not a big deal.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Where?
Like about 15 minutes south of Minnesota or Minneapolis.
Okay, where?
Burnsville.
Yeah. I'm from North Dakota. I'm born and raised. My husband's from Hastings.
Okay. Yeah, that's
yeah. Oh, you guys from Minnesota?
Oh yeah. Well, there was a whole group of Minnesotans that were on my plane that were going to the short circuit event. And every time we ran into them, we just kept calling them by the city name, like, "Oh, hey, it's Fargo. Hey."
Oh, dude, I love that.
That's
one
hilarious.
of their friends, one of their friends was from Vermont, and they thought I was making fun of them. And then I was like, "Hey, man, we're from Minnesota. We can do this. It's not a big deal."
Yeah, this is how we talk. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I did that I was on a plane, going to Las Vegas, and people were joking because a lot of people that were in this whole big section were joking with me because they're like, the Sasquatch from Seattle's coming through again, because when I first got on the plane, I hit my head on the exit sign on the plane.
The hanging down one?
Yeah, I broke it because I wasn't paying attention. And so then everybody called me the Seattle Sasquatch. Well, then I started asking people where they were from. And so then we started naming the same thing, right? Just naming where people were from and stuff. And I go, Arizona, what the fuck are you doing back there? And he goes, I'm gonna go take a shit. And to one of the women in the back, she's like, Alaska says no. Alaska says, please don't do that.
Please don't do that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was just hilarious.
It's almost a little Forrest Gumpish, where when they're in Vietnam, they just call each other by where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
Tex, well, he was from. Well, there's that scene. He's like, Tex, well, he's from Alabama or something like that.
Greenbow, Alabama, sir.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Irie says, so much math homework, but she's grateful for all of us keeping her company. Thank you, Irie. You're welcome. And
she's going to be like Albert Einstein when she's done with all that.
She is, right? She's doing a lot of studying. Jennifer's 2 hours from Astoria, so she can be there whenever. And Dustin obviously is very close, and I'm planning on coming back up relatively soon, so that works. Purple and black
I'm
for
down.
me.
I'm down anytime. Trace is actually in Washington right now for work, and him and I were going to go on Sunday, but his work is going a little over, so we might try to go the following, not this Sunday coming, but the following Sunday. We're going to try to see if we can get down there for the day.
Trace Medlock is in town working for that long? Is he doing a?
He's
job?
he's in town. He had 2 jobs. One was in like Battleground, Washington. The other one is up by the Boeing airfield, and that one is going to go a little bit longer. He's up there struggling right now with a lot of stuff. I think it's just the workforce, people not showing up, so it's pushing the job out. Well,
Sure.
that's messing up this weekend. So he said if this doesn't get done, it's going to push me out. So next weekend might actually be a positive thing for us to do. So
Nice. Everything works out. It always does. Jason says, "Good night, kids. I've got to go. It's been a long day. It's been a day. Yeah, I love you all. Jason, we love you. You're probably already gone, but we are all sending love to you. I'm so sorry about your dog. It's just heartbreaking. If anybody's joining the chat late, Jason had to put his dog down today. It's very sad.
this morning.
Yeah, and we've got certain people in our chat who are already sensitive to that topic for obvious reasons. Murph.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I did hear your puppy.
I read the message and like that he sent our group chat and immediately just started crying. It's like it just re-hits you with your own dog, but also you feel the pain for them. Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I know. It brings it all back fresh again.
Oh.
That's something that happens. Isn't that a weird thing about grief too? Because there comes a time when you are processing. You're finally processing. It's not raw anymore. But then you see somebody in public or wherever, and they haven't seen you in a while, and they want, oh, I'm so sorry, and blah, blah, blah. And they are starting from one, and they want to like, this just happened the other day because so many people like hadn't seen me since Nicole died, and I'm so sorry about Nicole at the goodnight thing. And it just came up, and it's kind of like they expect you to go back to one every time, but you're mid-process, and it's almost like it stalls you out to have to go back to one when you're trying so hard to get past it. Do you struggle with that too, or is it a me thing?
No,
anybody. That's for anybody.
I think anybody who's, we've all grieved something. No, I think it can be like a way to take you back and like set you back. I mean, not always, but depends on the person too, I don't know. Dustin, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, one of my
like, what are your guys' takes? Like,
well, I have my therapist. She actually passed away last month, and she was my therapist for 21 years.
Dude,
and
what the fuck? I don't know if I want to be friends with you. People just drop like flies.
I've said that to so many people. I said, "Be careful if you know me." I said, "Because you're not gonna be around long. I'm that bad luck."
I haven't died yet, Dustin.
Good luck. Yeah, there's good luck, Chuck, and bad luck, Justin. But no, she had told me that climbing.
Got a nice ring to it.
Right there. But she said that overcoming grief is climbing that ladder, and every reminder and every circumstance is like falling down a rung. But she said you always got to hold on, because she goes, you're never going to hit the ground again, because you're never going to lose that person again. So she goes, even if you reset and you're at the very bottom, you just keep climbing. She goes, just know that it's not going to be easy to do, but you have to get to the top, whenever you can, whenever you're ready. And she goes, and wherever the top is for you, she goes, if it's getting to a roof, if it's getting to that next level, or whatever that limit is for you, and it always stuck with me, because when I do grieve people that have lost, there's the good and the bad reminders. And I always feel like the good reminders are the ones like Jay, like that we had on Monday nights, where we talked about Nicole and my sister. And to me, there's getting emotional and crying over this and being reminded of that, but you're still climbing the ladder.
I was still processing. Forward. That was helping me do that with you.
Yeah.
It was a safe space. Somehow we were on the same page. The thing I'm talking about is like, you're on your personal journey, but then somebody else, you're at a public event, you're at the Goonies thing, you're at the Short Circuit thing, and somebody, oh
And
my
they're
God, I'm so sorry about your sister, your mother, your therapist, whoever it happens to be. And, you see them. It has to be, I guess, somebody who knew the person, because then they're emotionally involved and they're upset about it. And this is their first time showing you that they're upset about it. And they want to show you that they're as upset about it as they should be. And you want to go there with them and you want to give that to them and let them know that you receive it. But it's so tough. Go, Mark.
But you're not there anymore, though. But you're probably not, you're not in that moment anymore. So,
correct.
So for you, taking that step back with them holds you back too sometimes.
Yes. That was the point. Yes.
No, but like that makes me think of the 40th, Jay, when you had told me that you had lost your wife to MS. And I said,
like a couple months earlier.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I don't remember, it's like the standard, oh, it's okay or whatever. But like, yeah, like obviously I didn't know her, but had I been somebody who knew, I think it just like hits differently based on who is saying I'm sorry and who's acknowledging that loss.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
For me, it's always somebody that I know from my past that brings up somebody I've lost because they just found out, and it could have been 2 years ago or 3 years ago, right? Even if if we're talking about it and it's the first interaction, that's one thing. But when somebody sees me and then they start breaking down for that loss in that moment because I'm reminding them of something that just happened for them, that's the thing that kills me the most. That brings me back in a heartbeat, and it's the struggles of grief, right? I'm sure, Murph, in your profession, you probably deal with, a lot of different things when it comes to that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah.
Murph, to your point, something that I experienced, and maybe this is, well, I don't know. It's just uncomfortable in general, I think, to talk about. And one of the things that I noticed a lot that didn't stick with me in the moment, but now looking back at it and thinking about it, there's a million little moments that have all stayed with me. And it's the moment you just described, Murph, where I would introduce myself or somebody who hadn't met me. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And what's your story? Why are you here? Why the yellow car? What's the, because otherwise it's like, what is your deal, man? You're a weird enigma. Like, what's your fucking deal, man? And when I met you, I was so raw that I would be very matter of fact, and I would be almost like robotically telling people like, yeah, no, actually my story is that I took care of my wife for a long time and she just died and blah, blah, blah. But there'd be like almost a lack of, like it was a robotic kind of a lack of human, like it's just.
Like you're reading it off a teleprompter?
A minute. Why isn't there more emotion attached to this? Yes. And it's like, oh shit, he's still in shock. But what I didn't pick up on then, and now I have all of these little visual snippets of, is when I would do that, when I would say that, when I would be that way, I have the recording in my brain of their faces and how they would change and how their eyes would well up and how they would swallow and how they didn't know how to, we were just having a thing and now they don't know what to say to me next because they're like me now. And I have so many of those, and I have just as many of people who didn't give a shit and were like, my cat died, get over it. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck you, buddy. But the ones that I'm talking about are the people, I'm so glad that my brain kept the snapshots because they're the people that will be with me for the rest of my story in life because I know they're real. I know they received me at my most real and raw form and could take it.
Wow.
Does that make sense? And you're one of them because I do know the moment, and there's 1,000 of those over the last 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like there's no right or wrong way of where you are in that moment, and for whether it be where you are or because of the person that you're talking to, whether they don't give a shit or they're too invested and they're the ones that are more cheerful. It's like, it's okay. Like, that's grief. It's not a plane. It's like you jump from one phase to the next, and then you go back, and yeah.
I know it's not linear at all. It's like you want to
Linear.
go down the
Thank you.
checklist, but it doesn't
I don't
work
know.
that
I
way.
can't think of the word as a mental health therapist, but yeah, it's not linear at all. And it's like, so I feel like, yeah, you were definitely, probably more in like that, is maybe more of like that denial phase when I first met you, of like, oh yeah, like, I mean, not that you were like cool about it, but like it didn't like hit as hard as I would have expected.
Well, I also met you on Sunday or Monday of this long, ordeal where I'd already kind of been through it, and it was already kind of sort of, I was already kind of sort of worn out, and it was like, here I am, all matter of fact, like if you're gonna ask the question, here's your answer. This is who I am. And what
Yeah,
happened.
and you had talked to fucking how many people and said how many times I lost my wife. Yeah, God, that's fucking.
But meanwhile, I don't have to be that honest with him. I'm choosing to do that, right? Like, so that's on me.
Yeah. But of course you're gonna be, because she's important to you. So,
Yeah.
it's anyway.
And I really don't make sense without her. Me driving down the street in that car, it just doesn't make sense without that big missing chunk of the story. So, anyway, I passed on the tutu. I didn't look right with my buddy belly, but I had some rhinestone fishnets and teased side ponytail, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. They're hoping the new film museum will open before next June. No, Roger Dodge. No. The goal here, I mean, it's a multi-stage thing, and I don't speak for the film museum. That's something for Mac and Dave to do in their right time. But as it's been explained to me over the last couple of years, is it's multifaceted with their fundraising, and that once they got to, it's a $10 million project. Once they got to $7 million, they could then advance on breaking ground. As I understand it, they're right around there. So the project is advancing and moving on, which means that everything around it is too. That makes sense? I'm so excited. I've never been able to travel. Now it feels like so much excitement is literally rolling into town. Well, that's the goal, and for it to stay there too a little bit. I mean, if we were able to incorporate the town more, the restaurants in town, the places in town. Obviously Gizmos is already pretty involved, but like some of the restaurants and some of the other things that hasn't been done yet that I've seen in Astoria, but is done frequently. I brought up Sundance earlier. Perfect example. Sundance was just done all around town. Oh, this restaurant, this theater, this whatever space, Oh, the American Legion Hall of the whatever, I guess I want to do more like that. Instead of having trivia on stage at the Liberty Theater, let's have a show in the Liberty Theater and do trivia at the Brew Pub or something. You know what I mean?
God,
like,
yes.
Doesn't that make more sense? And then we're getting people over to the Brew Pub to go spend money in Astoria, and like.
Yeah, we did do the trivia this year too, and it did bring a lot of people over to the. I don't remember the name of that place, but
Was it Gizmos did trivia this year? Somebody did.
No, it was the brewery where.
St. George or Fort George.
Yeah, Fort George.
Yeah, okay. More stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then get those places to throw the thing, so it's not a matter of like, oh, we need hire more fucking people to run the thing. Like, well, no, they'll run it, and we'll just help them with the logistics,
Yeah.
Truly bringing Astoria back to life. So maybe that's my subconscious mission, because Astoria has been so good to me emotionally, spiritually, whatever, like friendships-wise. Just it's been really good to me on my journey when I needed it, that I want to pay it back. I want to pay it forward. I want to, and it's not just the town. It is the town, but it's also all of you guys that aren't part of the town that I met through the town. And you all have your own exact same stories as mine that are personal to you, and so on and so forth, and then it branches out. I guess instead of a yearly con that's different, we want to build the community, the actual community in Astoria. I got to know the fucking mayor this time, right? The Honorable Sean Kirkpatrick, Mr. Mayor. They're awesome. Rich has done so much work in that. Rich from the Short Circuit House, Richard Bates, shout out to him. Hardest working man in Astoria currently. Walsh, you're looking at the hardest working man in Astoria. Sorry. He's. I'm sorry.
That was a good plug.
He's got all these relationships. He did all of the work to make this. So now all we need to do is build off of what everyone's already done and tighten it up and offer services and specialties of other people in our little community that we know to then just make it, something really awesome that we can all stand behind and that we're all proud to be a part of. And that we all want to encourage people to come to,
Exactly.
I just love that town so much, and while I love the movies that were filmed there, my love for the town isn't as attached to that as it is to my personal experience in driving through at the right time. Meeting all of you at the 40th and 41st. It's crazy. I can't believe I know Kyle to this point now where I passed him so many times and we were, hey. And now I see him every Friday for 3, 4, 5 hours. It's weird. It's weird. I love it.
I mean, this is the 6th Short Circuit weekend recap, I think, right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Not even including the official one, the real one that they all did. Was anyone there for that, by the way? I went. I did it.
I missed it, yeah.
You didn't do it?
Well, I sat in on it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool seeing Emily and Ernesto and was it
Stephanie?
Roger? Oh, Stephanie, that's who it was, yeah.
And
I think that was it. What? And then the guy from there was the guy who worked on Short Circuit somehow. But I don't know who he was. I didn't do a panel.
Oh, I saw him. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And he was the other not host. Anyway, it was entertaining. It was fun. It was funny how they kept saying and this isn't just about market research, but then they would keep just asking questions that were market research. So a little transparent, but they put in an awful lot of hard work to make it all happen. So I know everyone's very appreciative. It was a damn good time.
Oh, it was a blast.
Dave Knight, please stand by. Exactly. I'm not saying anything, Dave. Jason was such a riot. Loved him so much. I completely agree, Daryl. And I was blown away because I didn't even really realize I was going to meet him or that he was him or anything. I got introduced to him with Mark Marshall, so I was like, oh yeah, it's so nice to meet you. I thought it didn't occur, and he was mildly familiar, but I didn't realize that it was oh yeah, kid from Free Willy. Fucking star Free Willy. All of the Free Willies, right? Isn't he in all of them?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Did you guys see that they're remaking it? Apparently, is that for real life? Yeah, no, I
Jason better be the dad.
Well, it just came across my
great.
news the last couple of days, and I'm like, is this my phone just being psychotic, or is this real life?
Is that movie the biggest departure film for Michael Madsen in the history of departure films for an actor? Because he's typically this fucking maniacal, scary dude, and everybody wants him to be their dad or stepdad in that movie because he's such a good, wholesome man. Am I remembering that right? Doesn't he end up he's really taking care of this fucking kid that's not even theirs and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
great dad.
Yeah.
Is Dustin frozen? Looks like, yeah, I didn't think he wasn't emoting for a bit there. That's funny. Whitney says, yo, what's up, Whitney?
What's up, Whit?
Brooke says, I'm going to Astoria at the end of October. Nice, Brooke. Lucky.
Brooke.
Are you taking your little yellow van? And did you last time? Did you drive or do you fly? Because if you drive the van, then you can just stay in the van.
I think I don't think Haystack would make that trip very, very comfortably.
No,
that's the name of her van. That's the name of her van. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would be a good trip for that. I think it would be awesome, but I'm not sure.
Why do you say that?
Oh, just being a little bit older. It's a longer trip for her coming from Utah and stuff. So
I agree, except that it's an old Volkswagen Flat 4, so it doesn't fall under the usual old car logic. Yeah. It's if it breaks down, you can fix it.
yeah, right.
And it also doesn't break down.
Is this an old Volkswagen Little Miss Sunshine van or what?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's very
legit,
cool.
Adorable Volkswagen.
And wins all the car show or all the little shows that she goes through. She's got a huge production she puts on with all the extra stuff. It's you gotta check out Brooke's pictures that she has on her Facebook of her van and the setup she does, it is immaculate. It's so awesome. And her van just in itself is amazing.
It's got a personality, which I love. Obviously, I'm into that. Yellow cars with personalities.
Oh, what?
Irie says, I can never mention enough. I've never met so many talented people in my life from all over the world. So much inspiration. I've never felt so comfortable in large crowds in my life. I agree, Irie, and I think it's because we are all socially awkward. So somehow you put us all in a group and we're all like, you're cool, I'm cool, we're all cool. I can't do this over there, but as long as we're all together here, it's no problem.
I love that.
Keep the awkward close.
Yeah. And then we all share it. And then you're not awkward. You're normal. If you get a group of people that are like you. Johnny says, Jason was down to earth. Very happy to get a chance to talk to him at the Armory and get a picture with him. And such.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. And such.
Yeah. No, he was. Yay!
You know, I've done like 700 of these things. You'd think I'd get good at it at some point.
Oh, that's not. Hold on.
Love these stories, says Irie. I will be back in Astoria next month, maybe at Halloween and New Year. So Kelly and Brooke might be there at the same time then Halloween. Love these stories. Murph, taking Jay's advice, my wife and I will be in Astoria this Sunday through Wednesday for our 9th anniversary. Suggestions for things to do are welcome. Looking to enjoy the city. Troy, I'm sure you've done the column, but go do it. I haven't been out on the thing, but I've climbed to the top and I've poked my head out there. I don't know about being out on that railing. It's a little weird. But, I mean, there's so many great restaurants in town. You do the trolley down on the riverfront. That, you know, I mean, like, what do you guys think?
Hit the Goondock Bistro.
Yeah,
I still haven't done that. I'm doing that next time. Goondock Bistro.
They got good food. Surprisingly good barbecue.
And is there another Goonies themed place, the Inferno or something?
Yep.
Or is that the place that's in the Inferno?
No, that's separate.
Two different places.
The Goondock Bistro is down by like Seth's Magic Shop, like that strip, like that area.
Haven't been there. Can't wait to go. Yeah. I just followed him on everything.
Yeah. And
nice.
You go to Seth's Magic Shop.
Wait, but Seth, is that what it's called? But isn't his name Adam? Oh wait, it's Adam Seth.
Say that one more time. Names. It got cut out for a second, so I didn't hear any of that. It's a magic shop. And
yeah, but Seth is Adam, or Adam is Seth, or is it the same person?
I think it's Seth Adam. Right?
I feel like he keeps answering, but it keeps cutting out during his answer.
What in the hell is going on right now?
Now the bistro was good though. We had the like pulled pork nachos and they were delicious. Yeah.
Really good.
Oh, did you just say pulled pork nachos? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's
my video.
Jam. That's my day one. That would be my go-to order item.
It was like it was like a mound of nacho and meat.
Oh yeah.
I think we got about 25% through it, and I was like, I'm full.
That's at Goondock. See, I wouldn't have ordered the nachos there. I would have gone for something else, and that now sounds delicious. So maybe
I had that and a burger there both times I went, and they were both just delicious.
In my mind, I would have gone with a burger just to see, because I feel like, oh, that kind of place, you judge them on their burger. But fuck, dude, nachos. Mm-hmm. Or if there's a bunch of us, I guess we're getting the nachos as an appetizer, and then I'll get this.
Right.
And then I'll get the burger.
Seth Adam Howard.
Seth Adam Howard. So it is. 2 is the same guy. Okay.
Yeah.
3 first names.
The other brew pub where I saw you got.
You can't trust anybody that has 2 first names in their name, but having 3, Seth.
It balances out.
No.
That is wild. Seth Allen Howard. Seth Adam Howard.
I think that's why we're all fucked up. We're like, is it Seth? Is it Adam? Is it what's
Ricky
Bobby? Whose magic shop is this?
And we got Mary Rebecca over here.
Murph.
Well,
just joking.
Well, that's my
I know.
I don't want my clients to find me.
They'll rethink it. They're like, this chick is weird.
I think they actually know that I'm weird, but I think they still love me.
Can I tell you a fun? Murph, I love what you just said, and you reminded me of something I completely forgot fucking happened, and it's therapy related, and it's related to everything you just said. When Nicole and I first got married, she was already, when we first met, she already had a therapist to work through all her work shit and everything else, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And the therapist was a former publicist in Hollywood who went and got her fucking PhD to do this thing. So like they could dish on stuff, and the person even knew a lot of the same people, and so it was really, really good for Nicole. But when we decided to get married, she recommended that we both come in and do just a little bit of like housekeeping, right? Like before you get married, like, okay, I'm sure your husband's all fine and everything, but let's poke around and just make sure everything's cool. So we did, and it was great, and I ended up liking her a lot, and we would kind of alternate, and I would even see her alone sometimes and whatever, just for the little bit, like right after we got married. But at one point, I think it was around Comic-Con or something, we were doing something, I can't remember how or why, but something Star Wars, and I got an email from the therapist, probably something about scheduling or rescheduling or something like that. But it was on my Mac, my Macintosh, my Apple computer, and it had a little icon next to her contact that I didn't put there. She put it there, or it's in her system. But it's a image of our therapist as Princess Leia with the fucking thing and the thing and a thing. A woo, woo, woo.
Like a lightsaber, yeah.
Yes. And something, blah, 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 and I screen grabbed it and I sent it back, something, blah, blah, oh, and so funny, blah, 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 blah. And I never thought about it again, right? And then our next session, a couple weeks later, where I was there alone or whatever, I can't remember how she brought it up, but the gist of it was, I think she thought I was getting too attached. And she goes, well, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck? To her, not to my wife, to the therapist. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, Jay, obviously you had to do some digging to find that photograph. And I was like, what? She goes, the Star Wars photograph that you sent to me? She goes, I don't just have that anywhere. You obviously had to find that somewhere. And I go, you literally sent me an email and it was my fucking thing. What are you, I didn't look for it. What are you, crazy? And she was so embarrassed because I showed her on my phone, talking to her. I don't give a shit. But I don't give a shit.
God,
she emailed me and it came up.
embarrassing.
But it was so funny because it's what you're talking about. She didn't want the two worlds to collide, of the fact that she's a cosplay chick that goes to Comic-Con or whatever the fuck, but has this other account or whatever, and that I wouldn't know about it. Meanwhile, her thing, email, it's the same picture. Very
That's
embarrassing,
hilarious.
very funny. And I was like, no offense, but I don't care at all. And then it was never the same after that, and we stopped seeing her shortly after because I was just like, she knew she blew it. She knew she lost my fucking...
Yeah, no, fuck. She like accused you of basically...
It wasn't an accusing. It was she was going to help me work through it. It was one of those like, oh, well, how into Nicole?
No,
why are you going down a rabbit hole looking at my stuff?
There's no working out of that. Like you became too attached to me, and you're like, this is weird. I'm like, no, that's fucking weird. No, there's no working back from that. No. If there's anything that feels awkward with me and a client, which I just had one like recently, I'm just like, you can just go on your way. He's like, you're like not available enough for me. And I'm like, well, you canceled twice right before I left on my Alaskan cruise, and I've been off for 1 week, but like now you like are in desperate need of therapy. You should probably just find somebody else, because like it's anyway.
It's weird.
It's more of a you thing, because like you canceled twice in 1 week, and then I went on vacation, which you knew I was going on vacation.
My thing was scheduled.
Like, I'm not getting the support I need, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me, bro? Like, anyway.
I don't want to hold this up close to sit, but yeah, it's just the initials
right
now.
there.
Like it should be in that little bubble. It's no longer. Oh, but I wonder if email.
Really quick, okay?
Go ahead.
Really quick, you guys.
Yeah.
You three amazing people here. I hope to see you guys real soon again, and everybody else in here. But I have a date tonight.
Yeah, with your daughter.
With my daughter, and I got to get to this. Look at her. I had to say it like that until Jay, you said it. As soon as you said with your daughter, Murph's face dropped. She's like, oh.
Nah,
I
Yeah,
mean,
not one of those kind of dates. Not yet, but soon, hopefully. I'll go on
that's
some dates.
super cute. I love a daughter date.
But I got a little daddy daughter date. We're gonna We're gonna go get some dinner, and then we're gonna go shoot some hoops, play some basketball, and then we're gonna go thrift shopping at anything that's still open down in our town and stuff. But
before you leave, on the dating front,
yeah.
is the dating front on you that you're not ready? Is that what it is? Like you're just not.
I think I've been ready. I've got out of an engagement of 5. We were together for 5 years, and that was about 7-8 years ago. And I haven't been in a relationship since, and tried dating and stuff. But I've never been turned off to the idea of dating with intent for a relationship. I've just never really had the time or the energy to go anything much more, further with the relationship. That there's a lot of time that's involved in not only getting to know somebody, but spending that time with that person. And until I can, not live in Washington, I guess cost of living is a little high up here, so it makes it a little hard. But the single dad stuff and my kids getting older, it makes it a little bit easier now that my son just turned 18 and my daughter's 16.
Yeah.
So I think it makes it a lot easier for me to get into a relationship and be able to entertain the idea of spending time with somebody.
But the holdup isn't you emotionally, like there's some block because you're just not ready and all that. You're more ready. Yeah,
definitely 100%. I mean, if I could find my little Goonie princess, I'm all in. But I think the dating with intent, I had to figure out that I don't need to be something for somebody else. I just need to be accepted by somebody else for who I am, and the same for her. Like she could be a scrapbooker and I'm a gamer nerd or something, and we get along. But I think that's the idea of dating, is you got to find your person that accepts you and is willing to not give up on you. And I think that over the years, I've always kind of gone with the women that showed interest in me. And I sort of was like, okay, I'm in. Like, that was it. It was sort of like, you like me, I'm in.
Wow. So I do know what you mean.
Yeah, you kind of give into that idea sometimes because people don't want to be alone. I'm not any different.
Yeah, but eventually you align with who you are as a person, and then you can't fake it anymore. And I feel like you must be there now.
I found out kind of who I was about 3 years ago, and so I think I think I'm ready now.
Right? Yeah.
So,
love you, Dustin.
I don't mean to keep you, but I'm bringing it up because I'm asking.
Your Princess Bride.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my Buttercup. Yes, that's a good one. That's my favorite all-time movie is Princess Bride. Number 1 favorite movie of all time.
Hello, pretty lady.
Hello, lady.
Nicole and I didn't like it, but she worked with Jason Segel and he fucking loved it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, pretty lady.
I find that often. A lot of people are like, I've never seen it, or some people don't like it. And I'm like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, man, I find that with the Goonies, with all kinds of movies. I said, but for me, man, there's just so many of these movies I connect with, and Princess Bride, the Goonies, Back to the Future, The Explorers, things like that. Those are like, they hit different spots and stuff. But I think that's the other thing too, like you're saying, like being ready. I definitely don't want to date anybody that has never seen the Goonies and Princess Bride. I think I could be a little picky on that kind of shit.
I do.
They got to be. They got to be some kind of nerdy.
I do know, and I'm sorry to keep you. I'll wrap this up real quick, but sorry.
Or you can show it to them and then be responsible for them seeing their new best favorite movie.
I love doing that too. I love watching a movie with somebody who's never seen the movie before. I think that's the funnest thing to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
No, it's all right. I'm in the middle of my own thing here. So, like, it almost doesn't even need you guys. You can probably see me just kind of figuring it out, because I asked that question for a reason. Because, like, a week ago, I still am not ready to, I still love my wife, right? Like, I talk about that all the fucking time. But I also had an experience the other day that blew me away, because I literally had just gotten done saying, like, oh, how this won't happen for a long time or whatever. I just don't see how that would be possible. And then this scenario played out the other day where I met somebody the exact same way I met Nicole, after just literally like laying on the floor the other night, having a friend here, and we were having one of those emotional heart-to-hearts after the third hour of it, whatever, where I'm like just laying on the floor, pouring it all out. And I'm like, I was like, the world doesn't get it. Nicole is trying from the rest of the world, like from the beyond, to try to, I'm in a stage in life where women are starting to come to me thinking like, oh, maybe it's been enough time. Maybe he's available or considering being available soon and I want to get in there. And that's weird to say, but it's been very obvious so far. And it's been, great. It's very, flattering is not even the right word. It makes you feel good as a whole because it makes you feel viable maybe. And that's nice, but zero interest because I'm not there, right? Like it doesn't matter how amazing the person is. It's just like I'm broken and that's not anybody's fault.
In a sense, I understand exactly what you're saying when it comes to that, but the word broken, I've had to learn not to say. We got a couple of puzzle pieces missing, and
I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way, but that's my perspective in these moments of the thing. I'm like, I can't deal with you. I'm broken. I got fixing to do before I'm ready for any of that. But then, just like the night I met Nicole, radical series of circumstances, and then you're beep, bop, boop, poof, with somebody that you don't expect anything for, and then all of a sudden you're just like, what the fuck? And you're in this fucking like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on right now? How can this be happening right now? And I'm in the middle of one of those, which is why, because it's like freaking the shit out of me. It's also way too soon to even say anything about. So like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't even be talking about it. But I got a glimpse of like, oh, you might be okay one day. You might be okay one day. You might be able to like have interest in someone again and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's why I asked you, because it's hard for me and I'm going through it, and I guess I wanted to focus group it.
No, that's perfect. No, I mean, I feel for you because I've never and couldn't fathom and this is coming from a guy who's got a lot of loss under his belt, and I've never could think of the idea of that happening to me. And right. Of course, being in a situation where I'd have to be married, I'd have to be with my person, I have to find that person. So obviously that's a little far removed, but the idea of that kind of grief scares me.
Right.
As a person that's been a part of a lot of that, and I think that your emotional, like you just said, your emotional sense of like you actually in your head realize maybe not now, but maybe someday that's an actual possibility.
Okay, I'm gonna overshare. I'm gonna overshare. I'm gonna overshare because I said I wouldn't do this, and maybe I'll just take this down the moment the live's over. I don't know, but like there was somebody, and it was an instant fucking connection, and it was like very mutual and very exactly like it was with Nicole. And I just got done telling my friend on this 3 hour laying on the floor saying that the universe is trying to send these women at me thinking, and it's my wife. She never understood who my type was. She would always look at somebody and be like, oh, she's pretty. And I'd be like, I don't get it. Like, I don't, you think she's pretty. Yes, that's your taste, but it's not mine. And she never understood that she was my taste, that she was my type. She never understood that to the day she died, that like, she was my perfect girl. And then fucking 3-4 days after saying that, it was the night of my anniversary, by the way, because I had a friend come. Oh, it was Purplehead. It was after this podcast last week, and then that's why I was draining. I'm laying on my floor. Purplehead's here, and I'm pouring my soul out because we've already done this for 5 hours, and you know what that's like. So then a few days later, somebody who reminds me a lot of Nicole, physically, energetically, pops up the same way we met, where I'm going to do something and then this just happened there at the same time. Like, what the fuck? And it's weird. And I'm having a hard time with it because I'm still here in my little fucking house of grief, right? And I'm going like, but am I also kind of flirting a little bit and stuff too? Like, what's going on here? Like, what the fuck? I'm not ready for that. And I'm not ready for that.
No, that's weird. The thought of Jay flirting, I couldn't even imagine that. You'll have to show me what that's like someday.
Well, no, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But you can tell there's intent behind it, that like, oh, he's different. He's not just like, I don't know. I'm erasing all of this. I've already said too much. I hate this. I hate that I even shared it.
You've said almost nothing how vague it is, but you've been real with the emotional part of it. And I don't think that you're giving away anything. You've just literally shared something that you're experiencing, but it hasn't given away anything. You haven't said anything.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just, it's oversharing, I think.
Well, you say you're not ready for it, but
I wasn't ready for it when Nicole showed up either, by the way, and then we got married for 15 years.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say is I also don't think you need to like read too much into it. I think like you need to just like see how you feel in the moment and moving forward, and just let it happen how it's supposed to happen. You know, because I feel like when you're so caught in your head of like, I'm not ready for this, it's like
I'm not.
Well, you think you're not, but maybe you're more ready than you realize.
I don't attach any of that to it. I say I'm not ready because I'm experiencing it seems like I'm not ready. What I just described to you that I have no control over would tell me, oh, maybe you are. Because
maybe
that's the universe or my wife or God or whatever you fucking want to call it, saying like all of these things lined up.
Yeah.
And you acknowledge these in the magic of life in every other scenario. So why are you denying it here would be, it's really more of that, Murph. It's more of like me acknowledging where I truly honestly am and being honest with myself. And I think maybe that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right then. I should just say, you're right, Doc. Thanks.
And before I get out of here, Jay, this is your proverbial first photo, so don't delete it. You shared that? That's it. That's your funny face. That's that one photo. Don't get rid of it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you fucker. Yeah,
those are your words.
We'll see. So the problem too with this, and I think you experienced the same thing, was a surprising amount of people actually watch these lives, like this Facebook Live thing. Like I'm actually surprised at how many people watch it, like far more than the fucking YouTube audience that we ever had. So it's kind of interesting to me. So you're right. The cat may be out of the bag just because I said it here, but I don't. But there's not even a cat. There's not even a bag.
There is
no
cat.
Like what am I?
There's no bag. There's nothing. No, there's nothing. It's literally a funny face, and nobody even saw the smile.
Right. I'm simply acknowledging like that. I'm aware. I'm letting my wife know. Maybe I'm letting her know.
Maybe
that, like, I'm not a fool. Like I see what you're doing. I fucking see what you're doing.
Nicole.
And I told you, I talk to her all the time, and I'm like, I will only go for a girl if you present yourself to me again, because I'm still in love with you. Otherwise, it's going to be a long way down the line. And then, like, this weird thing just comes up out of nowhere.
Yeah. And yeah, Nicole, Ryan, Jay has like some sort of feelings that are, you know, what is it with that? You know, it's just like, it's okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish I didn't bring it up, but I also am glad I did, because you guys are so supportive, because you make me feel good. So thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate it every time you share when it comes to something like that. You know, I mean, when it comes to the conversations and stuff, when it's a real conversation, I get we can delete it, but you still put it out there. And I don't think you put it out there for us to hear it. I think you put it out there for you to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You thought about that before you did it. You know, and hey, in this moment right now, I guarantee you there's some lights flickering, Jay. So on that note, I'm just going to say Nicole's watching.
You know she is, bro. I know what you're talking about. I get that reference.
That was wild, yeah.
Dude, I would love to. I would love to like just be like, nope. It was the fuses. That was crazy pants.
No. That happened repeatedly. That was crazy.
And it happened with 5 times.
We all saw it. Like it wasn't just you. Like we could all like be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Paul's there.
I can't wait to do another road trip. So when I stay in that room again, we'll see if it happens again. Because maybe he's just got a shade lamp.
God. That would creep me out though. No, you put a new light bulb in there. You make sure it's plugged in correctly, right? You turn it on, and we'll just wait. It'll be a fun moment. But hey, you guys, Jay, I really appreciate this. I love seeing you guys, and it was good to see who's actually Teen Wolf. That's a good to put the face with the wolf right there.
Kyle has a face.
Mm-hmm. But this has been awesome, you guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna go be a dad, and hope my daughter doesn't break up with me on this date. So
Love
see
to
what
your
happens.
daughter. Tell her
Awesome.
thank you for sharing.
Justin,
I
we'll see
will,
you next
100%.
Friday. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Later, buddy. Oh, that's interesting
Sounds like
timing.
I just need to do the. Sounds like
Go
I just
ahead,
need to do the whole thing next week in a Teen Wolf mask. Then you guys can get the wolf.
I can. What? I
She's
kind of
like,
want
what?
to see it.
It's not even the right mask, but that's whatever. Hey, I was gonna say earlier, we're well
Please.
past it now, but I found a connection this week to Back to the Future and Short Circuit.
Go for it. Oh,
Never
I already
knew
know
that.
what it is.
No.
I already know what it is.
What? What's your guess?
The ranch, the Peabody Ranch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rich didn't know where that was. Adam didn't know where that was. Nobody knew where that was. And then we were watching it at the Short Circuit house. And he's like, where do you think that is? And I was like, I don't know. I go, it looks like so-and-so, whatever. And then I watched it. I put it on later in my room where I could just looked at the screen and I go, I think that's... And then I looked at Back to the Future and I compared the the woodwork on the porch and everything. I go, that's the fucking Peabody farm. There's the goddamn barn. It's right here.
Yeah. So for people who are watching, like...
Oh, here, turn it sideways. Turn it sideways, and I'll make you big. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's the
So that's the
Black Lion.
Peabody's front porch, and then in the background is the barn
Wow.
There you go.
So this is
from
that's
Back to the Future.
Future.
From the barn, looking at the house.
gosh.
Isn't that funny?
Okay.
So there's a scene where Newton's looking out towards the van as Stephanie rolls up, and you see the barn in the background with the door that Marty comes out of.
Yeah, and the thing on top, the way the eave sticks out, the little peak.
Mhm. I
Awesome.
always knew it was on the California Ranch thing. I just didn't know it was the same house.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it's Golden Oaks Ranch. Is that right for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. We hung out with
Disney
that.
Ranch back in the day. I think.
We went out to the Twin Pines Mall. We went back again at nighttime because Brian from like Senegan's buddy came out with his DeLorean, and he's the one who actually kind of brought it up. Because when we were, I don't remember even how it came up, but he had like a picture where he photoshopped Marty in that door from that Short Circuit scene.
Yeah, I'm sure we
coming out.
I think we told him when we were there. I don't know. Or I mean, he's pretty damn good with locations. Maybe he sleuthed it. I don't know.
Yeah. We found the staircase and stuff, but Justin found it. But
Oh, nice.
we went through it. Yeah, we did a little reenactment of it, so that was fun.
That's
funny.
friggin', that's badass.
Oh, and I got this. I don't know if you've been to this place yet, the Gamble House.
Me?
Yeah, you've been there, right? At least.
Yeah, many times. But
Well,
not
you
because
said last time you didn't go to any of these spots. So
I know. So that's misleading. So Sean lives in Sean, who I built a couple DeLoreans with, a couple Ectos with, lived in Pasadena. So like I'd literally have to Orange Grove. I'd have to pass it a lot in the time machine.
you just,
So
you
of
just,
course,
you just haven't been to like the houses.
I haven't been to the
that you're
house. Well,
aware
I
of.
never went anywhere on my own. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're driving by and go, oh my God, there's a fucking Gamble House. All right, I'll just pull into that side street with the cobblestone, the brick and everything. So we got a picture there. Yeah, I don't know. You would think, oh, you build the car, go get the pictures in all the places. It wasn't. We didn't do that back then. Although, whenever I passed something that I knew, I would do it. Like when we did the Scream Awards at the Griffith Park Greek Theater. It happens to be right across the street from the starting line. And back then, it looked the same. The tree was still there. The bench was still there. So, like, other than the garbage can or whatever the motel sign, like, it was still exactly the same. So, like, I have pictures with our DeLorean there, or in the tunnel. But because we were already doing a shoot there, and when I have the pictures at Hilldale or at Oxnard or at like any of those places we took it, it was all for a shoot for Stars or somebody else. So like, I guess maybe I just haven't been there in a fan capacity, so I don't really remember it.
Yeah. When we went down to Bushnell, though, I know last year Justin and Adam are always saying they were trying to get a hold of the people who are the next door neighbors to the, not the with the fly, what's her name, Lorraine's house. They thought the interior shots of that was in the other house.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I think it is. We think it is. But they weren't there. When we went there, they were serving lemonade and like watermelon slushies out front. And their door was wide open. You could see right into it. And it looked very much the same. And then we even asked them, and she was kind of like, slightly reluctant to say it, but she's like, yeah. So I think we can put that to bed, that the Lorraine house interior shots for the, like, at least the dinner part was in that
And
house
the
next
look at it
door.
roll, the TV and the life preserver and all that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we always kind of thought Adam was right about that. I think that might have been Adam who came up with that first. And I think that you're right. And it sounds like you confirmed it loosely.
Yeah, well, the owner of the house kind of was reluctant to say, but she said yeah. So, and you could see right in their door. They had like a screen door, and but yeah, that when we went there, they were like, "Oh, you guys here for the movie house tours?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, all day long."
Wow.
They're out there with their kids, selling lemonade and stuff. So they're probably selling a lot of lemonade throughout the day, I'm sure.
That's another idea that's floating around is movie tour, a tour bus going to locations with stuff going on up in Astoria, which I think would be really fun.
They kind of do that now. With the last time there was a big tour bus that went up there, but
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow
Maybe
working all
less-
the kinks on
Maybe-
all that.
yeah, maybe next
And
time
having
they'll
somebody
maybe-
like Brian maybe even
Oh, the
host
tour
it,
bus,
some like some movie location person hosting the thing, because otherwise just driving around with it's a little different. You kind of need the energy because it's cool when you're at the spot, but what do you do in between? Just watch clips? Like you need somebody to kind of MC
Well,
it,
the
trivia.
trivia. We did a movie house tour in San Francisco with like a small, shuttle van kind of thing, and they were playing all the scenes leading up to the houses and stuff like that. And I thought that was kind of fun.
Well, yeah. So that idea, yeah. So just a little bit more of that, maybe. And then, yeah, whatever. More to come. Jesus Christ, it's a year away, for God's sake.
Oh, but it's planning. It's all planning, and
Yeah, I know. I can't stand all that. Kelly,
that's why I want to start that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I wanted to start like the Fargo 30th anniversary up here, but I mean it's 7 months in already, and it's gonna take good 2-3 months of planning and trying to get anybody on board, and without
And you're
any
already
backers
there,
yeah. And technically, it came out like 4 months ago as the 30th, but
Kelly Burgess says, Brooke, I am debating Halloween and New Year's. Okay. Johnny Nass, I'm hoping by September 27 to be a resident of Oregon myself. Going to be spending, hopefully, 3 weeks out there next June, landing a job, finding a place to call my own, and then come back to the East Coast and shore up some stuff back here before going out there for good. Johnny Nass, look at you. Good for you, buddy. Whitney says, all these people watching, but Keith Redmond is currently not watching. What the fuck? Whitney, Astoria Underground Tours and Gizmos Retrocade. Yes. Beach Bum Laser Designs in Seaside, says Whitney. Right on. Jennifer Workus. Irie says, reasons why I take so many photos. Tomorrow is never promised. I've been the holder for so many friends and families with having the memories to share. The hard part is each time someone passes, my heart re-breaks. Not just in the moment, but for each and every person I've lost too soon. Because I seem to lose people so often. Literally going through thousands of photos for memorials. So much happiness and sadness that comes with what I do. Oh my goodness, Irie. That is heavy. That is heavy. That's the hardest part for me, is going through all the photos and trying to pick the ones. It's tough. I watched the recap. Appreciated chatting with everybody. Yes, same here. Oh, that's funny. Jason would do a new Free Willy movie. Yeah, that would be great. I think so too. Don Killer says, why am I still confusing Tuesdays and Fridays? Very funny. Very funny. I usually drive to Astoria in my Toyota. I dream about taking Haystack to Astoria. You should, Brooke. I think it would make it.
you got to go to Haystack Rock, right?
Don't you, Kyle, you get it. Bring the thing to the place. There's enough of us there to push it off the beach if it gets stuck. Bring it down there. Let's do this. ORV, 78 VW bus. See you then, Brooke. Right on. I'll be back in school fall term, but I'm usually around. Don't be shy to say hi when y'all come through town. That's Irie. Who is going to Astoria for Halloween and New Year's? Jennifer Workus. Oh, they've been talking about it. Look up in the chat. Darabog says, me. Whitney, yeah, the column is not advertised enough. It's really cool. It is, and for $5 you can go all year long. Thanks, Daryl. Seth Adam Howard. We are so late on the comments. I'm sorry. Oh, Inferno has great nachos. I thought the Goondocks had great nachos. So it was the Inferno that had the nachos, Kyle?
No, Boondock,
Oh, it was Goondocks.
or Goondock Bistro had it too. They also had you could get the nachos and brisket, pulled pork.
No, I'm doing that pulled pork. That pulled pork is where it's at. I want that. Goondocks has the bomb brisket grilled cheese. What? That sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Did you try that? Although that's kind of nachos with bread.
We were just splitting, so we thought we were gonna just get the nachos. Turns out the nachos feeds like 10 people. So.
Oh, okay. Whitney, this is a good point. I thought the same thing. Like maybe in Laguna Beach or someplace Orange County. I think you might be right about that. Munchies, says Irie. Totally. Daryl says, going to be in Goondocks for Halloween. Then Kara and I are meeting with Seth for the Smashing Pumpkins concert on 11/1 in Portland. Happy 1/11, 11/1, 1/1/1. Irie says, I have 2 first names too, but multicultural. Irie Faye. Oh, that's nice. Look at you. He will read this in like an hour, says Whitney. Yeah, you're right. I finally got to it.
You should have timestamped that one.
Glitching lots. Uh-oh, sorry, Irie. Have fun with your kiddo, Dustin Mario. Yep, he's gone. That's good. We're catching up. That's good. Hey, peeps, bit late to the party because of the time difference, you know. Yay, Emily. Well, join if you want. Do you have a link? You probably have it. You're welcome to join. Tell Jade we said hello. Is Jade Dustin's daughter? Is that right? Oh, is everybody frozen?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no, but Murph is. Yeah. That's funny. Murph is frozen. She freezes at the best time. She's always smiling and intently watching. Mm-hmm. All right.
I just love on, what was it, the Blockbuster Year recap video?
Yeah.
2 people's frozen, then like Justin, and then everyone else just kind of pretended to freeze as a joke. Yeah. That was funny.
And then somebody left, and then we all left the frame. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. We were fucking with Robbie Retro. Sorry, Robbie Retro. Emily Wright, you are allowed to feel broken, Jay, but please know we all love you for who you are and where you are right now. We are here for you and for your journey. Well, it's an interesting one, Emily, and I'm sure there's probably more comments that'll come up now that we're getting to this. It hits you when you least expect it, Daryl Boggs. Amen. Straight up, Daryl Boggs. You are so right about that.
I think we said that last week too.
Poor Murph. Yeah, I think you did, Kyle. I think you guys did. Murph, that's perfect advice, says Jennifer Workus. Life throws curveballs. This is Emily again. Life throws curveballs. You need to trust yourself and where you are at. There is no right way. It's going to be confusing and weird. It's going to be different, and it's going to happen when it happens. You can't predict it. You just need to be honest with yourself and ride the wave. Yeah, I appreciate that, and I think that's probably what's going on. I'm just aware that I'm in a wave, I think is it, and it's a wave that came when I didn't think it would come. And it doesn't even mean anything. Like, the wave's not even going anywhere. It's just, oh, look at this. It's a wave I didn't expect to feel for a bit. Jennifer Worker says 100%. Irie says, listen to your gut, Jay. Keep in mind, some people will mirror like traits in intent to lure you in. Yes, that's very true. Look at you. You're very astute, very intuitive, Irie. Enjoy the moments, but listen to that gut feeling. It is felt so similar but weird. Careful to avoid breaking hearts, too, especially with the pain of loss still so fresh. So true. Oh, there's Murph. She's back.
Hey, guys. Sorry, my computer got jacked up, but I gotta get my kids to bed.
Thanks for hanging out, Murph. I love you.
I love you guys. Thank you for inviting me, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Well, same to you. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being part of this little crazy little clique.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for all of you. You too.
Yeah, same. Absolutely. Love you guys. Good night. I'm going to go get my kids to bed.
Good night, Murph. Good luck with the kitties.
Good night. Good night.
If you can get her to freeze so that she'll just be here the rest of the show.
That would be funny. We could totally do that. We could probably figure that out. Here, I'll do this so that you're not blocked again. I hate that it was blocking you the whole time. So let's do this. Is it this one? This one, this one, this one, and we'll choose that one. There we go. And then it'll be at the bottom. Perfect.
Number one. Number two.
That way I'm not. Oh, did I just break my aunt's glasses? No, that would be weird after all that. Oh, there we
So
go.
when we were in LA, though, we picked up we picked up a remote control DeLorean at the gift
nice.
shop. But we started calling it the RC DeLorean because I thought it was funny to call it RC DeLorean instead of BC DeLorean.
That is funny.
And then we found out that there's a turbo mode on it too. When you push the top, it like turns the thing into boost mode and the lights all turn on.
No shit. That's a pretty
Right,
good looking detailed replica. Oh, it's that one. Okay, I got you. I know it.
Yeah.
I know that one. That's cool.
Yeah, it was like $40. It was like I thought they were gonna tell me it was like $150 or something. And then she's like, "Oh, it's like $42." I'm like, "Put it in the bag. I'm buying it."
Oh,
So
that's
we're gonna
funny.
bring this to all the sites. So we went back out to the parking lot with this and made some funny videos with it.
Yeah, it reminds me, like you said, the Little Johnny 5. Did you say that? Yeah, Little Johnny 5. That's funny.
Well, we did some like forced perspective stuff with I can't remember his name is DeLorean, where I would put our car like really close to the camera and the other one further away.
Yeah.
And then there would be scenes where it was driving and went underneath the other DeLorean, and we made a couple scenes very obvious that it was an RC car, and then some that were trying to make it look like a real car.
Nice.
And we got some footage from inside the car, so we could like cut that into the video.
That's pretty cool.
So, so it'll hopefully be fun. But we forgot to bring it to the McFly house, which we left it at the hotel charging.
Whoops a
By
daisy.
accident. So yeah,
Oh, well.
I was hoping to drive it into the driveway in a little bit.
Kyle, you've got to come back with me.
Yeah.
Irene, yes, you're right. Thank you. Yes, don't push yourself. No, I'm not. You know me. I don't. Trace, what's up? Miss you, man. I hear that you're spending some time up in the Pacific Northwest. Good for you. Hello, Trace. Trace Medlock, not dead from that takeaway food. That's good. Do you call it takeaway food, Emily? Takeaway food. There's Rain. She is here. Hi, Rain. What's going on with you? Where have you been? How are you doing? You're always concerned that you've hurt my feelings or insulted me or something, that I'm taking offense, and you've never offended me. I can't. You're always so lovely. I can't imagine you doing something that would offend me. So stop worrying about offending me. Have a good night, Murph. Jonathan Mirager, great to see you. Big fan. U.S. Forest Service representing tonight with John Mirager.
Oh, I think you're caught up on the comments.
Miss your brother. I know. I did it. I did it. And we are only 3 hours in. Not even.
I don't know. I came in late, so when you messaged me, I was like picking up takeout. So
What'd you eat?
I haven't even seen my wife since we got back. She wanted steak bites, and then I got a sirloin. So
Ooh, where from?
it was
Sounds
at a
good.
place. It's a like local restaurant called Rascals.
Okay.
Pretty good though. But yeah, I got home at like 1 last night, so she was already sleeping, so I took an Uber home.
What? Let's talk about last night. What did you do last night? And then I'll tell you what I did last night.
I got on a plane at like 6 o'clock.
Oh, you mean from traveling
yeah.
home? We got home late last night. Oh
Yeah,
my God. I'm sorry. I forgot. See what I mean? I'm all screwed up.
Yeah.
I thought you were still here today,
Oh,
and I thought you went home 2 days ago.
No, no, our week was cool though. We I went there for that camera event, which right here, the new camera that I can kind of talk about.
Tell me what you want to tell me. What's it
Um,
called?
It's pretty sweet. It's the Muse 2 Pro. It's a really horrible release they're doing because it's like the company's already basically leaked all of their own stuff. But
I'm
then
listening
like
to you.
we
I'm
have
just going right
NDAs.
there. I'll be right back. I'm
Yeah.
listening to you. I'm right there.
Then we have like NDAs already involved, so it's like we can only talk about so much about it. But then also, thirdly, like it's still prototype, so it still has some bugs. But I showed Justin it, and he's like, "I need that camera immediately." So
Oh, really?
I'm trying to get Justin. I'm trying to just get them to send it to Justin because it makes more sense to. I think, in my opinion, these kind of cameras makes more sense to give to people like Justin who just use them, and then everybody knows what they use, and then they just go, "Well, he uses that, so I'm going to buy that camera." Like that's the kind of influencer they should be using with this. They don't need someone like Justin to like have to do a review on a camera.
That's what I was gonna say. Do these companies know how many Osmo, whatever the fucks that just Adam using it sold?
Yeah, or Justin, yeah, or every Disney vlogger. So I just was like, hey, you need to contact him. I know he's already tried contacting you. He's not going to necessarily do a review. He'll probably just do a video, if anything, like, hey, I got this new camera. We're trying it out. But yeah, the other one has like a 2x camera zoom. This thing has like up to 12x. So the zoom lens is back on a small camera, and that's what's awesome about this one.
That is good.
Because it's
But
yeah,
you told me, I mean, it's like an insane zoom,
two
right?
lenses.
Like,
Well, it does optically it does a 3x, but then it does another 2x on top of that in without loss, like lossless. So that would be what, 6x zoom.
yeah.
So that's a 120 millimeter. But then you can still go up to 12x with the digital crop. So I haven't physically seen what it looks like on a big screen, but it still looks good on here. So
What was the one that we talked about the other day that I saw everyone was...
like the Pocket 3 or whatever.
No, it was that other fucking
Oh,
company.
the Insta 360 one, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yep.
whatever was interesting about that was the zoom was like fucking
Well,
crazy
yeah.
telephoto.
Yeah.
And it looked also lossless, and I'm assuming optical to be lossless, right? Or can you go digital and still do that, or is it AI these days?
It does a sensor crop up to a point, so then it does. It is slightly you do lose a little bit, but you're going down to like maybe a 3.5K
Gotcha.
somehow when it crops into the sensor. But then after that, then it just there's no more room to play with there. But the problem with that camera is that it has that removable face that you can use as a remote and a microphone.
Yeah.
But if you drop that, that is the brain of that camera.
Right.
So if you break that piece, the camera's done.
Yeah, but I mean, so what?
That's already becoming a thing.
If you drop a camera, it's done. You know what I mean? All right, so don't drop your shit.
Well, yeah, to a point, yeah.
I know you're right that it's an even smaller piece.
But this
the only
is
person
going
I
to have its
saw
own
use
remote.
it in,
So.
well, the only person I saw use that detachable thing in a way that looked very beneficial was the Casey Neistat video. I think I told you, where he was doing his boosted board all around, and the thing was mounted on the air conditioner in his office, and it was following him telephoto as though he had a drone with him. And I was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool tech. Tell me more. But like you said, other people will probably integrate that type of technology, or they already are, into their own products.
The DJI and Extra already have like a separate remote that you can use. It's the same remote that they put on their gimbals.
Okay.
So
it's the same. That's the same thing.
But
just
you can also
done
use your phone too, because it connects to the thing as well.
Oh.
In fact, when we're doing those like roller shots in cars, where I have like a stabilizer mount for this thing on the car.
Yeah.
You use your phone inside the car, and you could just draw a box around the car and it'll track.
Oh.
So
I don't know that I knew that.
This thing tracks with Zoom, which is insane. Like when we did that DeLorean in the parking lot, I put it to 12x zoom, and I just drew a box around the RC car, and the thing, I just let it sit on the ground, and it just kept following it all over the whole parking lot.
Really?
It was
even
so
in the
cool,
dark.
yeah.
It had enough light to.
Dark.
Oh man.
I mean, it's slightly lit at that parking lot, but.
Oh, it's pretty bright actually in that parking lot, especially nowadays that there's no cars in the parking lot. I went back and looked at that. I talk about it a lot. In fact, I think we talked about it last week when we shot the thing at the mall for the Nike shoe with Dean Cundy and the crew from the original movie and stuff, and it looked the same and all that. I went back and looked at it. There are so many cars, even though the mall and production and the location, everybody left notes on all the cars for 3 days trying to make sure that we could have the parking lot clear. There were cars everywhere, just left over, just smattering randoms. And it's not like that at all now. You just go there any night and it's desolate.
Right now, there's people cutting through the parking lot because where like the railing is, where the sign was. If you go left, that part of the road's closed.
Yes.
So they're doing something there. I don't know what they're doing there, because it's like that mall's going to be gone soon. So.
No, but I know what you're saying. So people cut that corner by going through the parking lot instead, and some of them go pretty quickly over that part where the Twin Falls Mines, the sign was. Is that what you were going to say? Because some people go flying over there, the up and over part.
Yeah. Well, we kept making jokes like "Get to 88, get to," we're just like yelling at people, and there's a couple.
See if these bastards can do 90
through that parking lot. Yeah.
2 hours 45 minutes. Thanks, Johnny Nast. We're coming up on 3 hours. I don't think this will be a 5-hour one. I don't need to do that. It's been a long week. I feel like I've already overshared enough. Thanks for another great show. Out of here to get some rest and get over this crud. I hope you feel better, Troy. Maybe next week, if you're feeling better, join in. I would love to, show people some pictures of your build, your beautiful car, Mama Fratelli's Jeep, etc. And as well as tell people your story, because the fact that you have a Guinness Book of World Records for the most daily live streams. What was it? You're probably already gone.
Daily vlogs, I think he said.
Yeah, is that what it was? You remember that? He's like, I've got the Guinness Book of Records. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
I don't know if this will show, but this is the clip of the camera just sitting on the ground, tracking with 12x zoom. It's gonna be overexposed, isn't it? Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I can turn the screen brightness down on it.
Well, I think if you hold it closer, your camera will, like.
Yeah. Maybe it's this. The screen is too bright. I think I can change it actually. I can't bring it up on the phone because this is still in prototype beta. I don't have the beta app to connect to it. So.
Oh, funny. So you can't send it. You can't get it off of the camera.
I'm supposed to have the app, but I don't. I must not have downloaded it correctly or something.
Gotcha. I just asked Rain, where you been? She says, I've been mad busy, but good. Miss you guys so much. We miss you, Rain. I can't wait to come back up to Astoria for all the reasons, but mainly so oh, look at you. Wow, that's the toy. That's crazy.
So this is the camera just controlling itself. Just tracking the thing.
Yeah, and that's pretty damn far away at night.
Yeah.
And what is that? Are you just resting it on something, or is it mounted to a tripod?
It's sitting on the ground. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's with the 12x zoom, so that's like a 200 millimeter zoom length. So, and that's in log footage that you're seeing too, so it doesn't look that great. But
wow, no, it's amazing the technology these days. It does make me feel a little bit of 1984, though. I'm reading all this stuff about the fucking smart glasses now and the light and all the things people are doing, whatever. They're trying to make legislation, but then people are disabling their camera or their light. I don't know what the hell. The privacy stuff is becoming a thing.
Well, they're hacking down on that. 240 millimeter equivalent is what that is out of a pocket camera. That's mass. That's more than the iPhone.
Yeah. And I'm amazed what the new iPhones do. I mean, this is last year's. This is the 17, but it's insane what the zoom will do with the processing, the way it fixes it after. Yeah. You don't get a blurry photo anymore. It's pretty nuts. Good problem. Just amazing. Mad busy but good. That's right. Thanks, Rain. Night, Troy Franz. We miss you. Jennifer Workus says, totally agree. We miss you. Oh, I did a Doc impression? See, that's here. Can I tell you something? I'm not an impressionist, but I've discovered that over my life that I am a mimic. And so what I do is I don't know how to do an impression. I never stand in front of the mirror and work it out. I hear the tape back in my head and I just replay it. And then it comes out as the thing. Yeah. It happens all the time. If I'm doing my friends' voices, hanging out with Magnus recently, anytime I'm hanging out, how's it going? I can't help it. Jay Leno, talking about Jay Leno last night because I'm at the fucking thing. And at Heritage, somehow he came up at Heritage. That's funny. Not even at the talk show thing. But yeah, you really can't help it. And so I know that I accidentally did Marty earlier. I didn't realize I did Doc.
Doc, I feel like is kind of an easy one though, because it's just like you just put a little bit of energy behind your voice
and breathy. It's breathy.
Yeah.
So for me though, Doc is an extension of Jim Ignatowski, which is his taxi character. But he was like drunk and like shell shocked from too many drugs in the 60s kind of thing. That was his deal. And he was kind of like slow, but he was all, which is sort of the basis for Doc. He's just, I guess I do. Maybe I am an impressionist.
I used to be able to nail Kermit the Frog so well, to a point where my friend could do Miss Piggy well, and we would do karaoke nights sometimes. We just do duet songs as Kermit and Piggy.
Which
I can't
Kermit
really
the
do it as
Frog?
much anymore.
Which Kermit
I
would
don't
you
know.
do? What would you do?
I mean, just your stereotypical Kermit, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
Not
well,
current
let's hear
Kermit.
it. What would you? What was your?
On
What
the
words
spot.
would you? What phraseology?
Well, you always got to start with like, Kermit the Frog here, and then you just go with. But when you're singing songs, that's a lot easier because it's like the singing voice does come through more than the accent. So,
I hear you, but just what you dropped on us right there was quite good.
okay.
And that is also what I do, but I start with the hi ho, Kermit the
Yeah,
Frog here, whatever. Hi
yeah.
ho.
But you have to practice it, or you do lose it. I think that's the
Hmm.
way so because then you forget like how does he say certain things, and but that's why when you're doing like karaoke duets, it's like you don't need to worry about the phrasing of words because you're singing a song instead. So, but
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of fun little impressions, and I think I've lost it over the years. So, let me turn this off before I kill the battery.
How old are you, Kyle?
43.
Yeah. So I mean, you're also like once you become an adult, like some of that stuff just fades away.
Yeah.
I used to be good at a lot of stuff.
Well, like if I try to go to like the high, the poison scream, like I can't even. My voice doesn't even cut it anymore. I can't even get to the high range.
The Poison
Just
Scream, as
stop.
in like the band
Well,
Poison?
yeah, you know what I mean. Like the '80s high. I can't even get
Hair
past the low
metal.
voice
Yeah,
anymore.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember Poison getting very high. I do. I never liked Guns N' Roses and Axl Rose, but he used to go
Oh,
pretty
that's what,
high.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Guns N' Roses. Sorry.
Yeah, but he used to. Yeah, he used to go really high. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never got into that.
Yeah. If I
That
try,
hair
I just
band.
you get that like doesn't it just doesn't come out.
But what you just did was the basis for Jim Ignatowski and then Doc Brown with the ha 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 okie doke. That whole thing.
Yeah. I'll do the impressions when I'm on camera, but like when the camera's faced the other way, because there's something about not seeing your face do it that makes it a little bit easier to do.
You are so right. I could never do it in the mirror because I wouldn't stand. I wouldn't. I can't look at the monitor and do it because that would. Yeah, no. I don't want to see what I. Ha! Look at me. Yeah, no, that's terrible. No interest. Nailed it.
Why is Dave not in here?
He is under the weather tonight. He was going to be here, but he is under the weather, so he's watching from the sidelines.
Did-
And I
did he
can't
have
believe
too
you're still
hard of
here,
a-
Dave. I thought you would go to bed at some point. I'm so grateful you're here.
Dave, did you get food poisoning from a Mexican restaurant in Astoria, or did you just go too hard on your birthday?
It is his birthday week. Happy birthday to Dave. It is his birthday week still.
Now we got to wait an hour for that comment to come up. Just kidding.
Johnny Nast. Thank you, guys. This is hilarious. Did you see that? He's complimenting your Kermit. That was a good Kermit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like when you continue to go through. I mean, also like if anytime I tried to do like an Australian accent, you would start Australian and end Steve Irwin, and then somewhere along the line you went to like a totally different language. Whether you go like to, I don't know. If I try to do an accent in a language, it starts in one language and ends in a different language,
Yeah, accents are
or
tough.
stereotypical accent. Yeah.
Said I wouldn't talk about Nicole once much, but we have. And here's another one. When she was a kid, at one point, she's from Rochester, New York, and her dad worked for Mobil Chemical. And at some point, they were transferred to Virginia for like 2 years for an assignment or whatever the heck, where the headquarters was or something. And Nicole was a kid. She was in like 6th grade or something during this time. And for 2 years, Nicole, every day when she went to school, pretended she had a British accent. Because it was a new school, new people. They didn't know the real her was the logic, and she could be
Okay.
somebody else, and it was temporary anyway. So she just went into it thinking, I can keep this up for 2 years. Holy shit, that's so crazy. I love it. I love it. I wish she was here so I could fucking ask her more questions about it, but I've probably already asked her all the questions because I've been fascinated forever, and there aren't any answers. She just thought she could do it. And I guess she did. Crazy.
And then you like stub your toe, and then all of a sudden the accent stops, and then you get found out, right? It's usually how that works.
I said the same thing. I go, did you ever have any, what about parent-teacher conferences? And they were American. Like, what the fuck? How did it never come up that we didn't just move here from, Yorkshire or something, like, or Oxford? Like, what the fuck? It's so weird. Like, it's so easily checkable. Also, I'm sure the school knows that, oh, your transcript said you came from Rochester, fucking, Eastport High in Rochester, New York, or whatever. It's so ridiculous.
We're not gonna ask too many questions and feel like they're gonna offend someone, too. But
The first thing you do is send her to the guidance counselor or the school psychologist because she's got a screw loose. If she's really from fucking Canada and she's telling you she's from England. Oh, my God. Dave Knight, actually haven't had time to celebrate yet. We'll do it tomorrow. Oh, well, good. Well, hopefully you rest up and can celebrate over the weekend. I hope you do.
I think Stephanie asked a question, too. I just noticed it on the... I actually got my comments up here today. She was asking about that, so...
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this off the record, but on the record, this is the DJI Pocket 4 Pro. It's in a different name because of legal reasons to be able to sell in America. So,
yes, technologically speaking, this is the new DJI. But DJI can no longer sell products in this country if you're not aware of all that controversy. So the workaround is a lot of people who used to work for that company continue to make their product with a different company. Not continue to make that similar, even better, more advanced product.
Yeah, they did
Kyle
make
is testing
the
currently.
grip. They made the grip a little different on purpose this time, so it's not exactly the same, which I like because they put like a little recess in the back where your finger like kind of sits.
So it won't slip through. Can't slip through.
Yeah, I like this one a lot, but it's I don't know when this is coming out because DJI has to put out theirs first. So,
but it won't be available here.
Yeah, I'm not going to get my production model. Well, this one will be here.
Yes, but they can't release that until DJI releases theirs, but it won't be available here. So they have to go global with theirs, but here, and then they can sell theirs here after that.
This is a prototype model, which has some issues currently, but
wow.
But that's what the prototypes are for. You give them to people, you figure out the issues, and then you fix them. So.
Let's see.
But I will say, if you watch the next couple of videos I'm about to put out, you're going to see some footage from the Muse 2 Pro. So,
that's a tease. Where can we see that soon? On your YouTube channel?
There will be a Back to the Future movie thing, and once you get about halfway through the video, you'll see the new version. And then also, I think I did a secondary Fast and the Furious exhibit at the Peterson.
Okay.
So that'll be all Pocket 4 or Muse 2 Pro.
Very cool. Dave was referring to my taxi impression. Thank you, Dave. It's very nice of you. Weirdo says, hey, Jay, did you get a chance to see the Alfred Hitchcock artifacts at the Heritage Auctions? No. I saw a bunch of stuff, but nothing Hitchcock jumps out at me. But I also know that they had... Oh, I have it right here. Thank you for bringing it up. This is the auction catalog. It's bigger, heavier, and thicker than a phone book. So they didn't have every single thing on display, obviously. But I would love to know what is Hitchcock. So if you have I'm going to sign off here pretty soon.
Out of curiosity,
I would like to know what there is.
Did they have the hook in this auction?
The hook? I didn't see that.
Dustin
Hoffman?
Okay.
From Steven Spielberg's Hook? Dustin Hoffman's Hook?
They did one last time, but it was one of the stunt hooks, and it was not a good-looking one. But the supposed rumor was that previous hero hook was going to go back up again at Heritage.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Johnny asked, ooh, okay, my bad did not. Oh, that's all right. That's okay. Depending on whom I'm around, sometimes silly accents slip out in the moment. Gotta enjoy the silly moments. Ugh, so true. And I find the older I get, the less I care about the silly moments. The less I am self-conscious about being silly in the silly moments to those around me. I get to enjoy them instead of worrying about how dumb I look or whatever the heck that you're
I will say I really was trying to quote some short circuit quotes in Astoria. And then you'd start and be like, nope, I'm not doing Indian voice. I'm not going to do that. I just kept on doing
know. Well, that's one of the reasons Fisher didn't come.
Like you wanted to say Fisher Stevens line, and then you're like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Can't do it. He has some funny lines in that movie too. So
and my mimic. So that's where my mimic becomes a liability because it becomes Tourette's, right? Because like you do, oh Johnny, whatever, and you see the image in your head. You can see Fisher's face, and you're just quoting the thing. Someone in real life watching you just sees you being maybe not so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So what's that one called? Oh, right. So what's the new name of this?
Extra, like XTRA, Muse 2 Pro.
There
I
you
just
go.
realized I've been running off Wi-Fi this whole time and not my landline, which is like 18 times better. I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't lose you.
Jennifer Workus says, good night, guys. Love you all. Jennifer, we're going to wrap it up here soon, too. Good night. Love you all. Perfect. I'll be looking for it. Just watched your last review. Perfect. Good. So Stephanie's on your channel. Good.
What was my last review? What channel are you looking at?
Oh, which channel, Stephanie? He's got a couple channels. And then Weirdo says they had the original storyboards of the movie Rope. No,
God.
that would have been
That's
cool.
my favorite Hitchcock.
It's one of mine, too. And Brandon and I have been talking about it the last few episodes of Blockbuster Year as well, because it's both of our, he talks about just anything shot in one set, like a stage play, and man.
Well, the set, how they filmed that was ridiculous. First off, if you ever see the size of the camera, it's the size of a pickup truck. And they had to move that on tracks through sets that they could move.
Live, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously cuts in it because you could see.
Yeah,
where
but
the
they're
cuts
long
are,
takes. They're long takes,
Yeah.
like a theater thing. And then the window out back is fake miniature with things happening and the L train and everything. It's fantastic.
I still say that is one of the longest, most anxiety-driven suspense scenes, where the maid keeps clearing the buffet table, and it's like a 20-minute scene where she's about to get to the thing where it's going to open, and
This is where we just keep watching everyone else keep looking back and forth at each other and everything. Ugh.
That is one of the longest. That I don't think people, if they don't catch that, they're not going to get the movie. But it's like that is one of the most suspenseful Hitchcock scenes I think in any movie.
I continue
so
to be
long.
impressed with you, Kyle, because most people don't even know Rope, and you seem to know it very well.
I love that movie.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Gary Higginbotham, extra what? I don't know what that means.
Muse 2 Pro.
Oh, that's right. The Kyle Watts
And if
channel.
if you want, okay.
But there's Watts next as well.
Yeah, I don't even know what my last review was on that. Oh, maybe that was I did that thing with my friend's DeLorean where I took that little tiny camera that you could put anywhere, and I just made a little sequence of me getting in his DeLorean and time traveling.
It's cool. We watch your other one too now. Okay, yeah. That's Watts next, right?
Yeah, and I'm like 10 days overdue for a video, so.
How's everybody feel? I mean, I'm happy to keep going, but I also feel like this has been nice.
Yeah. I'm a little drained of energy. We walked like 10 miles a day this week, so.
Yeah, it's been a long week all around.
Yeah, and time zone differences. Yeah.
It's been long and wonderful. It's been a really, really interesting week for the book. So maybe that is a good time to wrap it up then. Kyle, I'm so appreciative of you and the fact that you've been here. Let's plug your stuff once again.
Yeah, I got that Watts Next Adventure, like WATTS, and Kyle Watts if you like cameras.
And
Same
let's
with
see.
Instagram.
And Murph was here. I can't remember what her Instagram is or Facebook, but she doesn't post too much on it anyway.
When I first popped in and I didn't recognize her at first. I was like, "Wait, did you get the actress from *Handmaid's Tale* sitting on your podcast today?"
Oh,
that's who that was.
Peggy from Mad Men.
Yeah, I thought that's who it was at first, and I was like, no, once you said Murph, I was like, okay, that's not her, but she could do a good cosplay of that though.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. What is her real name? Peggy from Mad Men. She was married to Fred Armisen for a hot minute, and that's it. She's a very good actress. Very good actress. Kind of broke on Mad Men.
Elizabeth Moore, I think.
That's
maybe?
it. Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Moss.
Good job, Elizabeth.
I
Moss.
I thought it was her at first, and then until someone said the name, I was like, okay, never mind.
Dave Knight as well, one of his favorite Hitchcock films. So that's great. So that's, there's a reason all our people find each other, because that is such a good movie. It's good. It's a Friday night, and I'm off tomorrow.
No one knows.
Well, another good one too that not as many people know about is The Saboteur. Saboteur is really good. Everyone talks about Psycho and Vertigo and The Birds, and they're all amazing, right? But then there are some of the ones that don't get as much love that I think are just as good, and then in some ways, because they don't get as much love, I feel like they're better.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. If you remember the famous one with the guy falling off the Statue of Liberty they used to do at the effects show at Universal, that's Saboteur. It's good. It's worth it. Rain says, I feel fine. I had to drive to Portland and back today, and I'm exhausted just sitting here at my desk. I bet you're exhausted. I know that's not super far, but I bet it's a stressful, traffic-ridden drive, especially on a Friday. This was a fun watch. Thanks, hey weirdos. Thanks for being here. And I'm glad we got caught up with the comments to the end. Packing for the weekend.
So bad for me in LA this week. Was that normal? Was that not a normal thing? Because we got around just fine through traffic, and I remember last time I was in LA, it was just stopped all the time.
Nope, you came during the best time to come to LA as far as traffic. This is, the 4th of July is typically like, there's like a couple weeks where people are just all out of town. They're all gone. And you can get anywhere you need to go, and it's great.
Yeah, we barely had any slowdown, so I was just, my friend Paul's like, this is bad. I'm like, first off, you live in Florida, but this is like normal. I mean, they only have
bad traffic
and
in
that's
Florida,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, secondly, I'm like, I went to Minneapolis the other day, and this was not even half as bad as just driving down 35W. So,
well, and LA notoriously has some of the worst traffic in the country. So, you literally came at the best time.
For me, I always say, like, the weirdest thing on the freeways in LA are the right lanes, because they always end up being a merge lane that ends up being another merge lane. And then I was like, you can't hang out in the right lane in California.
No, it comes and goes, and the exit. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Yeah. Dave can't wait for a blockbuster year, 1948. The year Rope came out. That's very funny. Trouble with Harry is an awesome one. Agreed. I'm a big North by Northwest fan too, by the way. I didn't appreciate that one as a kid because I think it was too smart. I think there was too much going on. Maybe I didn't get it. But as an adult, I love that one. Nicole and I watched it after we visited Mount Rushmore because, you have to,
Yeah. There's a movie that gives me like Hitchcock kind of vibes that you guys. I mentioned it in one of my videos.
What is it?
It's a French movie called Man Bites Dog.
I've heard of that. I've never seen it though.
It's like the OG mockumentary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like black and white. This camera crew follows around this serial killer, and it's super bizarre. It's a weird movie, but you know what I mean. Like kind of how What We Do in the Shadows was like a mockumentary. How they follow the vampires around and.
Yeah, Nicole and I didn't do vampires or zombies, so I didn't see that one. But I've seen I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie itself. That's one of my I think funniest movies I've ever seen too. And all of it was like they didn't really have a script. They just kind of winged it.
The vampire one that you just brought up with Jermaine whatever from the other show, I think that if they marketed, I know the people who liked that show liked it, but it didn't really ever do that well, commercially.
I didn't like the TV series so much, but the movie that came out before that.
Didn't know about the movie, only knew about the TV series, but in my mind the TV series was sort of like more a modern take on the Munsters than even the modern take on the Munsters was, because it was sort of like, we're living in this mansion with all these. Yeah. Yeah, you get it.
You got to look up the movie. It was Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
That's the guy. That's who I couldn't think of. Men in Black 3. Impossible. Not possible.
Yeah. Taika Waititi, he was the main character. Still has Rhys Darby. But he plays a werewolf. And that's apparently the sequel they're coming out with. They kind of announced they're finally going to make the sequel to the movie where they're calling it Werewolves.
Yeah. I won't see any of this. It sounds awful to me. Yeah. Not my world.
The first movie, though, is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
So, and people tell me that, and people I trust tell me that, but I just don't care. Maybe. I should open up our horizons. But it doesn't matter. We should wrap this up. I'm going on and on. That's the problem with this. One tangent will lead to like a whole other thing. Man Bites Dog, when it first hit shelves, it's an interesting one. Yeah.
It's a Criterion Collection movie, so it's people should know about it. But
legit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kyle, rest up.
Yep.
Maybe see you next week if you're around. Otherwise, I'll probably try to get a guest next week just to see. Is this? I don't know. If we're doing this, maybe this is also a talk show podcast hang. I don't know. So I was thinking about trying to have somebody here live, but my favorite thing is really doing the comments with you guys live. So
you could call this one later night playset. or something funnier.
No, later night's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know. Or we'll just do a different thing. I don't know. Everything is in flux. Everything's in flux. It's an exciting time. I think that
Or
I've been ready for change for a long
late night
time, but I
tomorrow.
couldn't figure out what it was going to be or where it was going to come from. And somehow it just feels like the universe is going like, yeah, you don't need to worry about that. We'll take care of that part. Just be ready to change. And that's what it feels like now. So thanks for
I
coming
should be
along
around
the
next
ride.
week. My Andrea's going to be. She's heading to the Amazon for like a week. She's going on some. She's going on the tour group that we were supposed to go to in Mexico. That's like G tours. They do tours all over the world, but she was like, "You want to go to the Amazon with me?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. I hate spiders. I hate snakes. Everything there is going to want to kill me. Have fun."
Keep it.
So
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
be
that's
just
nice.
doing nothing
All
otherwise.
right. Well, safe travels to Dr. Jones then tomorrow on her excursion to the Amazon.
Yeah, it sounds like a
What
new
relic
sequel,
is she
huh?
looking for this week? Tune in. Let's see. All right, later, dudes. Good night, Dave. Night. Good night to you. Good night, Johnny Naz. Night, Jay. Night, Kyle. I'm going to join one of those shows one night soon, hopefully, if I'm still invited. You are always invited. Join anytime you want, man. You are always invited. You're a pleasure. Much love to you guys. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. Kyle, I love you. Let's see. Dave, follow Dave Knight at Oregonian Dave on Instagram. I say this every week, but I am going to organize my socials, but currently they're all over the place. It is still Porsche Life 111 is on Instagram. There's Late Night Playset for this stuff. There is Good Vibes Breakfast Club for car stuff. There's stuff.
Oh, I was gonna
Blockbuster
ask you
Year is the Wednesday show, well, the show I do with Brandon that may have to change schedule soon because of this other thing. Everything's up in the air. So thanks for watching all of that. Thanks for being here and all the stuff. Stephanie Pete says, have a great night. You too. Rain says, night. Love you guys. Love you right back, Rain. Thank you for being here. And we love you, all of you at home. Please love one another. We'll see you next week. Night.